Thank you for joining us tonight here on the Sandwichard Experience. I think my stuff's coming through fine. I can't tell. Let's check. It was excellent. Hello, everybody out there, internet and TV land. This is Richard Sandwichard. Being here, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Dapple? Let's paddle. Sassy, how are you? Sassy, did you get your bread? You did get your bread. You got pursed as well. I'm glad you got pursed. It's not first, but it's almost there. Pursed. Also, thank you, Hun, for getting pursed. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. I hope the current economical system we're living under has not crushed you to a pulp, has not turned you into some kind of bug, has not, ruined you in other ways. You deserve a better life. I don't have my rings on. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Go keep playing. Hold on. Might have just ended. I was just hearing it. It did. It just ended. India. Where's this? Here we go. Much better. How are we doing today? Steel, go get your check and get your daily bread. Thank you, dude.
What was that?
Thank you for getting your daily bread. I appreciate it.
Bread.
I hope we're having a cool, calm, fantastic, wonderful day. We're here. Sorry, Sassy. Hold on. Do you want to play the word game? You can play the word game. This isn't the right screen. You can play the word game. You can play as much of the word game as you want. Here's the word game. Oprah. Harpoon. From Oprah to Harpoon. I didn't even set up my stuff for the rest of my daily stuff or anything like that. There we go. Thank you for tuning into the Sandwichard Experience tonight. Sassy, Steel, Balrog, Matt, my wife. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here early on in the day. Like, sometimes I want to talk about stuff and I don't have anybody ever able and willing to listen. Hi, honey. Hi. Why are you climbing on me? Hold on one second. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. What's up? Come up. Hi. Oh, jeez. Hi. What's up? Hi. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I guess I'm doing this right now. Hang on. I guess it's time for me to sit with my dogs for a minute here on the stream. The dog sit time. Like,
someone has requested to see your
well,
dog.
thank you, Sassy. You've gotten the dog request, and I do appreciate that. Did somebody put into points to play a game on stream? I appreciate it. Thank you. Gosh, you need to brush, my dear. You need a brushing and a bath, maybe. Hi, is this all you wanted? This is all you wanted. Look at this. Look at this right here. I must play a weird game. I gotta play a weird game. If I don't play a weird game, I'll die. Hi. Hi. Hello. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Yes. 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 What can I do? What can I do? Why are you acting this way? Tell me. Speak. No, don't speak. I know you know that command. What would you like? Can you tell me what you need? I love this little baby. But if she spoke English, it would be a lot easier. Hi. I'll just squeeze you then. I'll just squeeze you. I'll squeeze you like a dog. Hi. Hi. And you're licking my foots? You were licking my foot, Freya. My dogs are just gonna be like this. Anyway, I guess what I was gonna say is I usually I want to start the stream where I talk about stuff. Usually, like I originally started my concept of my stream where I was going to talk about news. I was going to talk about game stuff that happened in the gaming landscape. Like I was gonna start discourse and have ideas, and then I got told a long time ago that somebody who doesn't watch the show anymore didn't like that, and I don't have anything prepared for it because I worry a little bit that nobody's gonna care. So they were like, I don't like you spend half an hour talking about stuff before you actually play the game. And I said, but I want to talk about stuff before I play the game because this is how I build community, I build camaraderie, I get people interested in what I'm doing and talking about. Because I'm not just here to play video games. I'm here to talk shop about like a decent amount of things. Like I have a good time talking about this stuff. And she is a foot licking. She will continue to lick my foot until the cows come home. Lick it good. Unfortunately you're muted right now.
What was that? Bread.
You can hit the button. I just can't get up. Should be Toros, thank you for doing your daily bread, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. You've got 701 slices. It's a lot of fucking slices, dude. There's a button that should be next to like my mute. Like you see like the microphone. Oh god, I don't know what to point onto this. Okay, there on top left corner there's a box with an arrow. Watch my feet. You almost ruined the money makers over here. I have maybe there's a button at the top left. Hello? Go back up like a page or a thing. Yeah, there should be like Discord mute, like there's deafen. Yeah. Hit them. Hit both of them so they're undone, I guess. That should be both. Now say something into your microphone and see if I hear it. Yeah, you're coming through. Hi, dear. Welcome, my wife to the show. We're gonna play some Final Fantasy. We're gonna continue playing some Final Fantasy, of course, as we usually try to do here. Okay, bye. Your turn. Come here. Come here. Get in here before Charlie gets wise. Come here. No! Come here. Just sit in my lap. No! It's fine. See, they don't even want me. They just want toy fighting. That's how it goes.
They just want your toy.
They just want to play with me. They don't even want me. They don't want daddy. You don't want daddy. You want toy. I'm the lowest on the totem pole. Like it goes mommy, food, licking things off the floor.
No, Richard, I hate to admit it, but squirrel comes before I do.
Sorry. Chasing animals, mommy, dinner, eating things off the floor, dirt, bugs, rolling around in the dirt and bugs, taking a pee-pee, taking a poo-poo.
She doesn't care about bugs.
She snaps at bugs. Going to sleep, ball, and then way down further than that is daddy. I'm the least important thing in their lives, but I love them.
No.
No? Are you saying that's not true? Are you saying that's not true? Because I don't know if that's not true.
It is not true.
Okay.
So is it just me and you Final Fantasying it up
Yes,
tonight?
it's just us tonight. That hasn't happened yet.
Weird. Wow, for once I might actually be able to talk.
I mean, you could talk this whole time.
No, I don't like talking over people.
You could just talk and then it's fine.
Nobby.
Finish with one foot, starting on the next. Yeah, Balrog. That's how my dogs work. They're feet fiends. It's almost like they've got some kind of fetish for it or something.
He's my baby. He's all on the floor.
I don't know where the other one is.
Other baby.
Watch this.
She's a horse.
Here's my horse.
What is that? Oh,
It's a bone. It's her bone. Okay, now Charlie's gonna get up and walk away from me. As usual. Anyway, I want to start my stream by doing things that are not necessarily like related to the video game at hand. Like I do want to talk about like discourse and coverage and other video games that exist on the platform and like other streamers and things. Like if I could like for 1 second talk about how well my friend Drizzle is doing. If you have not checked out Drizzle, it's Drizzle007. I can't hit my buttons. I guess I can get up for 1 second to hit my buttons for it.
I can do it.
You can do it. Go shout Drizzle out. He's got like, last I checked, he was playing Spider-Man. He's got like 30 people in there just hanging out and playing. Like, good for him. Like, amazing for him, honestly. Like, truly fantastic work. He streams every single day. He deserves it.
I just embarrassed myself. I typed it. It's Drizzle into Drizzle stream.
Nice.
Leaves so quickly.
I also will let you know.
We need an
Hey, what is
EMF.
that?
He has
What is
a
that?
Oh, you can't even see the
What?
clip because of where the dog thing is.
Yeah, what was that?
That's unfortunate. He also knows you
That was
shouted him
Spirit
out
Lord.
because it shows up on his activity
Look
feed.
at his screen right as I asked.
Yeah, I'm looking all in.
Ah! I'm so embarrassed. I'm leaving. Goodbye. You can play this by yourself.
I'm not gonna play this by myself. I don't like it. I don't like playing the game enough to play it by myself.
Wow.
I told you before, the mechanics of Final Fantasy Online are not interesting to me. It's the story that is. Anyway, but I wanted to talk more about things maybe not related to the stream immediately at the top of my shows more. Like I was talking to Kendra earlier about the state of like the industry for film and how the Barbie movie's a success and how great that is. The problem with that specifically is that Mattel is like, what other options do we have for other movies to go and make a bunch of other movies? Cabbage Patch Kids and fucking whatever dolls that they can make. Like, they're fundamentally misunderstanding the assignment. Barbie is like an institution. Barbie is something that exists long before any of us and will continue to exist long after any of us. And for them to be like, let's just make a new movie. We're going to make a movie off of this other property. People don't care about a tenth as much. Like, it doesn't matter how profitable it is. People probably are not going to see a Polly Pocket movie. And even if they are going to see a Polly Pocket movie, it's not going to have the same return the Barbie movie did. The state of the industry is that they're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and not have any proper original ideas because they'll just shoot them down because those are inherently risks because they're not new or anything new is bad because it means bad things. It means no name recognition, no branding, no whatever. It's unfortunate. And this comes off of the conversation we were having for the Scott Pilgrim animated series that's coming, which we're admittedly excited about, yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We want to see it. I think it's going to be great. But it came off of how there are weird nerds that were like, oh man, the source material of the movie is finally getting an animated anime adaptation, which is wrong in multiple different levels. And I pointed that out, and I was called wrong and hateful, and I'm like, that's not hateful. I'm critical of the industries that I enjoy because I have to be, because they're just doing nothing but producing garbage and hurting their workers that work in the industry. Like, it's been like that forever, but it's worse now. and to put a spotlight on what they're doing now. It's not something new. It's not something individual or unique. It is not a first time anybody's ever thought of that or done anything like that. But I like doing it. I like educating people on things that happen in the industries that I care about, like the video game industry. So I want to start bringing more news stories back onto my streams. I want to spend an opening talking about what's going on in the industries. I want to spend time conversing with people in my Discord about what's going on with stuff like that. I want to make it possible for people to have a dialogue with me going on about the things that they love, because that's important to me. If they can talk about the stuff that they love with me, it means I get to become closer with them and I get to build my community better. So it's not that I want to be an asshole about video games or movies or any problems or whatever that exists therein. It's just I've spent 20 years, if not more, like critiquing and watching movies and enjoying good writing and good cinematography and like actors that actually did their jobs and like set design and world building and all this stuff. And it sucks to see what that's become now. Same with video games. We know it's terrible. We know it's a cesspool, but so many people just don't
straight
care.
up sneezing and you're just talking over me like it never happened.
I mean, I'm trying not to call attention to it because you get embarrassed by things easily.
You say bless you.
Bless you.
It's still in there.
What?
I had a sneezing fit this morning. Did you not hear me while I was laying next to you?
No.
I sneezed like a solid 12 times. And it got progressively more annoying, and I just kept getting frustrated.
I'm sorry. Here, watch out, honey. Let me sit down. No, let me get up. See, this might be what I gotta do. I just gotta have notes or something going on at the beginning of my stream where I can talk about my dogs, talk with my dogs, pet my dogs as I talk about news and other things. Maybe that's how I gotta start my streams, because if not, this one barks at me the whole time. This one doesn't stop barking for my attention. But I think the problem is, as soon as I do this and she gets used to it, if I ever stop doing it or I do it for less time, she's going to expect it. I love this baby. I love it. I do. I love this baby. I love both these babies. Come here. Come here, baby. I got caught under my microphone. The thing is, like, I need to reestablish myself with my community, I think, because I want to have ones that are active and communicative as Drizzles are. I'm so happy for him, and I've mentioned on stream that, like, I have been jealous of his success a little bit, but it's never in a way that it's competitive. It is always supporting. Like, I wish I was at that point where I had the people in my chat 100% of the time talking and doing this stuff. And I don't right now, and that's just a fact of what it is. Eventually I'll have it. I wish I had it now. And that's just honest. I want to be transparent about my feelings about what I'm doing on Twitch, because I'm getting to be 6 months in. Hey, honey, watch it. You're covered in hair. I'm covered in dog hair. But I wanted to talk about this stuff more often, because it's how I work through my feelings. It's how I work through other stuff, and how I want to make sure that I'm a human being who was alive in my life. You know? And what are you doing? I'm hearing myself a lot in the back.
Going crazy.
Okay.
You're hearing yourself?
I'm hearing myself. Well, now I'm not. I was. Like, oh, now I am again.
I don't know, man.
That's why you gotta have your gain lower and your microphone closer to your face.
My gain is low.
Well, this is why I suggested a different microphone. Nobody
can't
listens.
afford that microphone.
Nobody listens to Richard when it comes to audio stuff, and yet when people come for audio
There's
advice,
nothing wrong with this microphone. Everyone has this microphone.
you're right. Everybody has this microphone, but they're not streaming in the same room with two different people.
Well, then that's why I'm going to leave.
Well, you're not leaving. You're keeping the office. I'm moving out of it.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because.
Why not? This isn't my office.
Yes, it is.
Why is it my office?
You claimed it first.
What? No.
What? Huh?
Don't be like that.
What? What?
Don't be like that.
What?
This isn't a claiming of a space in the home situation, hon. I'm willing to support you on everything that you're doing and give you the chance to have whatever you got going on. If you have not yet followed my wife, go follow my wife before my wife gets to stream, because it'll be beautiful when they eventually get to. So go get in on the ground floor now and get that going.
Is it still echoing really bad, Balrog?
I don't know. Just because I can't hear it for the most part doesn't mean that I'm not going to hear it later.
Do you like my paw print icon that's on my account now?
Yeah, it's round and adorable.
To anyone who cares,
An icon.
my theme of my stream is going to be very like dog themed. So while Richard has like your daily bread, mine's going to be like your daily pats or like your daily bones. I don't know yet. I haven't. Yeah, exactly. Dog Saria. Dog Saria.
I'm pretty sure that Saria from Legend of Zelda as a dog probably exists somewhere on the internet. I don't want to Google it because it probably will end up being some kind of fetish content.
But yeah, and then it's all black and pink themed. And I am learning how to animate specifically for my Twitch channel.
It's exciting. It's very cool. So get in on the ground floor, go follow my wife, have that happen. I want to make it as easy as possible for my wife to get to wherever they need to be. Speaking of getting wherever we need to be, we're here to play Final Fantasy tonight. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't have any news or updates or things that I want to talk about today, but I'm letting you know I want to go back to doing that in the future because I think it's really important. If anything, hon, I would like to talk to you about some of this stuff too, because you don't have much of an opinion on a lot of the stuff that goes on in the games industry. I'd like to know what you think about it. I'd like to know, I'd like to educate you on why things are bad. I'd like you to make, the ultimate goal is to make sure that people have more purchasing power with their dollar, and to make sure that they are doing better with the money that they do have, because we live in such a terrible time with such tight money requirements for a lot of people that if I can educate even one or two people on better experiences that they can put their dollar towards, it'll be fucking, it's just better. It's just gonna be better in the long run, right? So if I can do that, I can help people out, like that's the goal. Also, I'm echoing again. Maybe you gotta turn your compressor up a little more or something.
You just need to shh.
Okay. Just shush. Do this entire stream and not say anything.
Perfect.
Thank you for joining us here on the Sandwichard Experience tonight. Now that we've gotten these audio problems mostly solved, I'm hearing myself again, but it's fine. Now that we've gotten these audio problems mostly solved, we can go back to playing this dang video game. We've got some MSQ to do tonight.
You're hearing yourself again?
I'm hearing myself again, yeah.
Maybe it's because every time I go into Final Fantasy.
I don't think that would make a difference.
Does Final Fantasy have any microphones?
You're not in my party, and you're coming through Discord input. Also, if it had voice, I think the game would explode.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll figure it out later. You know what? I'm not bothered by it.
You're coming in really bad now.
I'm coming in really bad now?
Well, for a second there, it sounded like you were underwater.
Does it still sound like that?
No, it's fine now.
Okay. I don't know what we're gonna have to continue to do in the future, but it's fine. What's this? The Alchemist Guild? We're gonna have to go to the Alchemist Guild. What MSQ step are you on?
I don't know yet. I have 29 players ahead of me.
You're not even in the game yet. Okay. Delsaria has logged in. Target. Unable to find NPC. Well, then get foundable.
Okay, well my next MSQ is speak with Hozan in Vesper Bay.
I don't even have... What is it called?
Yugiri's game.
I have promises to keep.
So that means I'm either ahead of you or behind.
Give me 1 second to get this one and we'll see. Because I'm not sure which one it's going to be until we actually, like, get there. No?
Yeah.
Join the party? Yes, I'll join your party. Thank you for the party invite.
You're welcome.
Am I?
Are you what?
Well,
Always.
Oh, thank you. Look, we got audio stuff figured out tonight. We got other stuff figured out tonight. Like, we're just the two of us. You know, we don't have that happen very often. Log's going to join us in like 20-30 minutes. I appreciate that, Log, if you'd like.
Bread.
Yugiri. Okay. I have to talk to Raban.
Mine says speak to Hozan.
I don't know who that is.
It's the next quest. It says Yugiri's game. I'll just go wait there.
I don't know. Did you do any more? Because I had done a cutscene that you didn't see, remember? Because I did like a mission or two on the MSQ. Just to talk to people.
I don't know. I'm either ahead of you or behind you by like one.
Go see this. Go see this. I'll just take it. Just to get it. Because now I know my next objective is speak with Robot at the Hall of Flames. So we just gotta see if we get that. Where are you?
I'm at Vesper Bay now.
Yeah, that's I think the next thing you gotta do. Because you gotta talk to her. And that should be it.
I have to talk to Hozan.
Then talk to Hozan. Tell me what he says.
He's talking about Alphino.
I need to unlock my saddlebags? Yeah, you need to unlock my saddlebags. I'm almost full on Garbo.
Now I have to speak to Yozan.
Also, we need to go into the, what is it called? Our company, and open up the company chest so I can dump stuff in the company chest. I would like to jump.
Yeah, I think you're behind, Richard.
Behind Richard?
Yes.
What did it say to do?
Now I have to search for the children.
Okay, I might be behind a little bit.
How do I get to the company chest?
I don't know.
I found it. So what am I supposed to do? What was I being asked to do before?
Since you are the owner of our guild, or our...
I don't know why.
I don't know how that happened. But it's fine. You can be. It should be fine. We just need to make sure that everybody in there can access it, I think. This might be like a setting to toggle. I'm not sure. Also, yes, Balrog, we need to unlock my saddlebags. You can help me do that at some point. Maybe we'll do that for the both of us today, since it's only a couple of us here. The couple. The double trouble, me and my wife. Me and my wife are going to get married in Final Fantasy XIV.
we did it because of some wonderful benefactors, some generous people. We've reached our 50 sub goal. I haven't decided exactly when I wanted to do the wedding, but we are considering doing it in our actual wedding anniversary in October, which happens to, again, fall on a Thursday, as we had said in a previous
Should I
stream.
just promote everyone to officer instead of member? Do you trust everyone in our group?
Sure. Might be easier to change the permissions for the chest, but I don't know.
I don't know where the chest is.
I don't know. I don't either. This is the thing. I don't know. This is a concept that is foreign to me because I don't play this game enough. Play it once a week. Play it on Thursdays. Company chest is at the Grand Company offices in the big cities. So where I am right now, I guess. The Combinatus will accept. Master Alpha, now I'm in your debt. If you go to the Eternal Flames office near the 8th grade, there will be one. Well, I'm here anyway. I'm literally right in the building. Bond sounds like this now. He sounds like every other NPC that I couldn't get to have a proper voice. Here we go. Company chest. Items. I can throw my dies in there. I should put all of my dies in there. I have a lot of blue dye, it seems. Nope, that's not black. Pink. And orange.
Orange.
And that should be it. Items. No other items? No other items? Oh, boy. Can I just throw all of this in faster? Is there a quick click? Like I could just click and drag and it's all in there? Doing this one by one is going to be terrible. Vicious secretions. Acidic secretions. I don't want to know about people's secretions.
Are you selling shit?
No, I'm putting it in the box.
The box.
Box.
The box.
The box.
Your box ghost.
It's not a ghost for boxes, I promise you that one. If anything is going to be a ghost of boxes, it's going to be me. The only thing we have to fear is box ghost.
You have to fear me.
83 lugworms. Now, lugworms, they're fishing tackle, okay. Kelp. A goby. Here's some shrimp. If there's a faster way to do this, please tell me what it is.
What, to organize?
To throw stuff into this. Crayfish ball. Why do I have 99 Oh, it's still fishing. Let's say, why do I have 99 crayfish ball? I just have so many materials that I'm never going to know what to do with them. Which is why I go into the box.
You should be able to just right click it and then
It doesn't. It says use, search for item, link. Even if I shift click or anything, it doesn't. Yeah, I know, right?
try double right click.
And I'll execute it this time.
Okay, so that probably does do it, just... It just doesn't want to do it now.
Just isn't doing it right now. Which is fine. If anybody in chat knows how to do this quickly, so I'm not sitting here forever, moving things over, I would appreciate it. If you have this figured out right now, I'll give you a big kiss. Wow. This is what I wanted to do. This is how I want to spend my stream today. Putting things in a box.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm emptying my inventory because it's full of stuff.
Apparently, if you hold on to it for longer than a week, you're never going to actually need it.
Which is why I'm putting all of this stuff in my box.
Why don't you just sell it?
I will worry about that later.
Oh my lordy lord.
RE4 action right here? Buddy, you know it. How do I sort? Now, how do I sort my inventory? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh. Oh, it's so much cleaner. Look at this. Alright. I have to speak to Alpha No. I'm trying. I gotta speak to Alpha No.
Hurry up.
Don't yell at me. And then the one didn't even come through. It sounded like...
Yeah, that's all I did.
I know, but it didn't come through on your microphone, so I did it for them, so they could hear it.
Oh, it came through on yours. Yep.
This is Alpha No. He's shorter than me, therefore that means I am stronger than him.
Alpha no.
We are concerned the Dolmen refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear.
Why not too much to hog?
Alpha no's just a tiny little man.
Alpha No's the tiniest man.
The smallest.
Like,
In all departments.
he's shorter than all of the Lalafell as well.
Yeah.
As
It's just the camera angle, you can't tell.
the camera gets put behind Alpha No in every shot and make him look like he's much larger than he actually is.
Do you like your lime cider?
Yeah.
Nice. It's like if someone was trying to make...
Continue.
Your applause interrupt my thought.
It's like if somebody was trying to make...
Sprite, but like didn't put enough fizz.
You're right, it's hardly a soda. Which is why I kind of like it. What was that? You swing at me?
Hold up.
Did you start swinging at me? You're swinging at me? Hold on.
What are those dukes? Come here, beat you up.
I got you.
Oh, I get you.
Do 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 do.
Are you waiting for me?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
You're coming in and out.
Well, it's because I wasn't even facing my microphone. I'm just over here, like, singing the Chocobo song.
Well, then how come I come through so clearly when I'm not facing your microphone?
Maybe it's just the fucking tone of your voice, Richard.
Maybe it's the microphone. Or the angle you're holding it at. It's also possible that could be the case too. Like maybe you gotta bring it out more towards me and angle it more like on a diagonal at you instead of straight on.
Huh?
Like this compared to this.
What do you mean?
I just showed you. Like, you know how yours is basically straight, like across the desk, like perpendicular to it? I'm saying you might do better if it's not facing me, since it's going to be pointed towards you. That's not what I'm saying either.
What if I talk like this?
I mean, it's possible. That could fix your problem. We'll wait and see if it works. I'll wait and see if it works. Ah, it came through a little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to be like this, it'll be mostly okay.
Yeah, it's because you aggressively went, ow, wait.
That's not even the part that came through. That wasn't even the part that came through.
Well, that's what
That's not even.
when
That's
I
not.
was
What,
seeing
that's
it.
also not what I'm talking about. All I said specifically was, so yours is perpendicular to your desk, or parallel, not perpendicular rather. Like it is straight across, like where your arm is. I'm saying, since it's a microphone that has across your microphone is where your pickups are. So if you tilted the microphone towards you more on an angle, like moved the whole arm, yeah, just do that. Get back to where it was and just tilt it toward you a little more.
But it's in my face and I can't see my screen.
Back to where it was originally. You know, the angle you had it at initially.
What angle?
The one where you had... Okay, you're not listening to me at all.
I'm trying to listen, but I'm not
So the
understanding.
microphone
Also,
arm...
it's raining. Hold up. The window's open and there's raining coming in. I just got wet.
Sorry. The microphone arm, the way you're putting it against your, like, the position of your desk is parallel to the direction the desk is going across in. I'm suggesting that since your microphone is shaped like this flashlight, where literally like this flashlight, where here is where the microphone is, and you talk into it this way instead of it being directional right towards my face, like the Shure SM58, where you'd have to be talking into the microphone like this. So I'm saying instead of it being straight on, like you had it, all you gotta do is tilt your microphone arm towards you a little more, so that the angle that it would be picking up from would be not perpendicular to your desk, but on an angle 30 degrees or so, maybe. And then it would be pointed more away from me and towards you. I can move it for you and show you what I mean. Okay. Then, if you want to ensure that I'm never going to get picked up, you have your microphone facing you that way, and you speak to it like this, so that it mostly tries to not pick me up at the back of the microphone. Because if that's how you set it up right now, where it's picking up in a cardioid pattern, it's still getting picking up reflections off the wall.
Like it's coming from
Me?
Because it's picking you up worse now.
Picking it worse now? This is why I suggested Angling. Now, move your chair over a little bit so it's not directly in your face. I don't know if this is gonna work. Probably not.
No, it's worse.
Okay, then go back to whatever you were doing. Hey, look, I don't mind trying things. If you're the one concerned about this, I don't mind trying things. Live on my own stream. Oh, go back to whatever you were originally doing is what I suggested. However you were most comfortable.
Balls.
I love the audio configuration that I have to do on this stream. I like talking shop. I never get to talk shop. And it can get frustrating when somebody that doesn't know the terminology can't know exactly what you're saying. I can put the bottle back. That's why I'm trying to teach, right? Positioning and where microphones can go and what things can do and what things to buy to make yourself sound good. Like, I even try to tell my wife.
Richard,
Yeah, dear.
honey, you trying to explain this to me is as if I were to try and explain to you how to paint.
You gotta paint with soul.
I got no soul then.
Well, it's an easy one. You gotta paint with soul. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I have my retainers. Mog, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Mog.
I don't know what that means.
Richard, can you please hurry up? I am trying to discover these hiding child.
I'm gonna clip that, and that's blackmail. Oh! I put up with so little inventory space because I haven't gotten enough inventory space yet. I just put a bunch of stuff in the company box.
You know what? Bigger does not mean better.
You get retainers through the MSQ? I don't know what a retainer is. I assume it's somebody who holds your items for you, which is why they're called a retainer.
It's the thing that keeps your teeth straight.
It makes your teeth straight. I gotta go. Oh, here's Hun.
Done?
Yuri's game.
What?
Yuri's game.
Nice!
High five.
You at the Waking Sands!
You are the Waking Sands. Let's go, baby. Okay, here's Ugiri. I get them in ARR. I don't know what retainers are. It might be a thing I'd have to go and apply for at the guild or whatever. I didn't do a lot of the blue quests yet because I didn't need to. It wasn't the MSQ. I just wanted the MSQ. So I probably just didn't get them yet.
Hosen.
Hosen. We got homie and hosen.
Hey!
We got the homies and the hoes. And
Ayo.
the homies and the hoes and the homies and the hoes. Is that a yawn or were you singing?
Both.
Nice.
It was a song.
You get 2 banks for free. That's how you sell items on the market board? How do I do this?
Oh, for a second I thought that the person in the frickin' mech suit thing was you, and I was like, that's excessive. This area is really small.
What makes that thing?
The, I forget what they're called. It's the other mount you have.
Oh, the Magitech armor.
Yeah.
Gotta talk to Yozan. Yozan!
Yolan.
Speedrun strats, you could talk to him from down there. Did you know that?
Whoa.
Ooh. Did you just say he thinks they're queer? I hope they are.
Romeo, oh Romeo.
Okay, I've got to find children.
Come, I found hide child.
You found a hiding child?
Hiding child.
Did you cheat by flying?
No, I saw it and then I was like, wow. And then I flew towards it.
Quest for child.
I found other child.
Quest for child. Try for baby.
Hey,
Hiding child.
where's the other hiding child?
Behind. I'll take you over in a sec. Where are you?
It's fine, I'm coming.
Where's the other one?
Beautiful geyser.
Past him.
I
So
saw it.
that guy's name was Beautiful Geyser.
Bashful geyser. Ugh.
No. Oh. Bashful Geyser. Beautiful guys.
There's a hiding child behind a thing. Did you get
Cart?
it?
The cart? Yeah, I got the cart.
Yeah.
Find this other boy.
He's up top, buddy.
I've got to locate my boy! I've got to locate my boy!
Don't scream.
My boy!
Ah!
My boy! just screaming with no emotion in your face. Just my boy!
My boy.
My boy!
You can stop now. If anyone else is on the internet, there is a bird. There is
Bird.
there is a parrot. His name is Apollo. Richard, you know who I'm talking about.
Do I?
He is our glass command.
I guess I do know who this is.
And Richard and I have inhabited. Oh, we were standing back to back like gangsters. This bird learned how to speak and says really funny things.
Sorry.
Can you talk to Hosen?
I would talk to Hosen in a second. I was doing something.
What are you trying to do?
I was doing something.
Are you trying to get wrecked?
Here we go. Fix that. That should be about the equivalent. There we go. You just fed a dog named Apollo? How was that?
What?
Just fed a dog named Apollo. How was that?
Whose dog was Apollo?
Your dog's Apollo.
My dog's name is Apollo?
Now it is.
Did you girls hear that? One of you's named Apollo now.
That's how it goes. Just fed a dog named Apollo. Tell me about this dog named Apollo. What kind of dog is Apollo? What kind of dog deserves the name Apollo? Tell me about this dog.
Who are you speaking to?
Log. Log and the dog.
Dog
Best
Mog.
Hellsguard row names are Kaler's Whisper, who's a possible squadron member, and Curious Gorge, the warrior job trainer. Neighbor's dog is Apollo. What does Apollo look like? What does Apollo smell like? Freya smells like miso, and that sounds weird, but it's true.
Like miso paste.
Like miso, like she does. It's weird.
Richard wants to name a future dog Miso.
I will name a future dog miso. If I do, then I'll have a dog named Miso. Do you not like that?
What's your next quest?
Survey the road to Ul'dah for any dangerous beasts.
See, you didn't tell me that you spoke to Hosen. Now
You
I'm
told
behind.
you told me to speak to Hosen, so I spoke to Hosen.
Yeah. But you said, hold on a second, I'm speaking to Mog, I'm doing a thing. So I waited.
Don't get mad because I spoke to Hosen when you told me to.
Wait for me.
I am waiting for you.
No, you're not.
Huh?
Come back.
Oofo loofo.
Stop moving, stop flying.
I'm come back.
Richard.
I'm come back. I'm a lab. It's sort of short and has a swishy tail. I've never had a dog that has a tail. Tauros, chocobos can fly. And I told you the first time I've ever seen it, I thought this was fucking weird.
Let's go.
It really looks funny. Okay. These can fly, especially these can
I
fly.
want another fucking mount.
I like the chocobo. I'm gonna ride the chocobo a lot. Well, you know what? We look at another mount when we get married.
It's just another chocobo.
You think you smoked something? I mean, you could smoke something. I mean, it's another chocobo, but that means I can fly you around, which means you never have to
Never
worry
get
about
separated.
getting left behind. It's a 2-seater chocobo. It's very cute. We're doing it in we're not talking shit. Balrog. Balrog, hold on. Balrog. Because of you, we got there. I'm not talking shit. It's great. Now, I can never get left behind. Or I can never leave my wife behind because we can only leave if we have 2 seats. This is the rule I'm going to make. Is that a fair rule, dear?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe, baby.
Maybe.
I can feel an eye upon me. Only one. Oh yeah, it is only one.
It's wandering too. Have you ever seen that? That's the thing. The fact of the matter is, I can go and do the MSQ and watch the cutscene, and Kendra's gonna go wherever Kendra's gonna go, and then all I gotta do is teleport to my wife in the game for free.
Hee.
It's gonna be the best. I'm very
The thing
excited.
is, if you were waiting until our anniversary to do it, I'd probably be streaming by then, and then I'd be able to also stream me play it.
That's why I wanted to also put it off.
We only have to put it off for 2 months.
Not even putting it off. We get to plan it because then we can figure out what we want to wear. See if we want to make a menu.
And we get to celebrate our 4-year wedding anniversary while getting married again.
It's a little early to renew our vows, I think. But I think it's very funny to do it on. We have 2 months. We can plan a wedding in 2 months.
That's not really renewing our vows.
No, it's not. I love my wife.
I don't have a wife.
You don't
I
have a
don't.
wife. You don't have a wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll be husband and busband.
Husband and knife.
Ooh. Which one's the busband?
You.
Oh. Can I look like Hildebrand?
Can you?
Should I get my hair changed to in the game to look like Hildebrand and get the lady's wedding dress?
Grow out your sideburns so I can braid them.
I'll consider it. I gotta not cut my hair for a while. Are you implying Richard Sandwichard is not a wife? I'm a housewife. I'm a house husband.
You would actually probably be really cute if you like grew your hair out to be like shoulder length.
But I'd still only keep the top long, so I probably wouldn't be that cute.
No, if you had like a side part and it was just like the blonde like slightly under your chin. And then
Yeah,
you'd actually pull it into like a little ponytail.
Honey, it used to be that long.
In high school.
No, I'm like, my hair, when it was the longest before I got it cut before Christmas, was the longest it had been, like, ever.
No, I'm saying like how my hair was when I cut it short.
Shoulders.
No, like here.
Even then, it was the longest I still ever had my hair. I had that
Because it
length.
would be blonde and it would be slightly wavy.
I'd had my length like that. That's when I was putting it to hang it up.
No, your whole head that long.
I want my whole head, though.
It would look cute.
I didn't look cute back then.
No, to be fair, you didn't.
I didn't.
But I was blind.
I did get a haircut. I did have short hair by that point. You didn't see me then. You're home and you need a shower real quick? Absolutely, go take a shower. It's a male Highlander exclusive hair? I guess we'll see. Why did you become an adventurer? Do I want to gain power?
Would I win glory? Should I amass a fortune? Or should I wither the wild rose bloom? To wither the wild rose blooms.
You like roses? They grow
It's
all
even
over
more
the place.
badass talking to these children in our little outfits that we got.
That's the thing. Now we can talk to children everywhere. They love us.
We
'Cause we're
look
Power
important
Rangers.
with our outfit.
I use my Fantasia to turn into a here, but then I have to turn back. I'll just get the pompadour. I'll just do the pompadour. I'll get the pompadour, I'll put on the wedding dress, I'll be like Hildebrand at our own wedding in this, and that'll be it.
No,
I can't decide what I get to wear for my wedding.
I already did.
Yeah, I know. Let me pick this time, too. It's not like I picked bad last time. It was in a burgundy
You
suit.
can't wear a dress too.
Why not?
Because.
What if I want to?
Do you actually?
What if I wanted to wear a wedding dress?
Do you
to this
actually
wedding?
want to wear a dress?
Like Richard or the game?
You.
Richard? No.
The game?
The game. Yeah, I think that's fine. If I go to
We're
if
not,
I
then
go
we're
to our
not
wedding,
taking this seriously.
you want to take it seriously?
I thought we were.
I thought we were gonna have fun with it too.
You can't have fun if you're spending $40.
It's a Final Fantasy XIV wedding that we're going to have, and I think that's really fun. I think it's really sweet, but I think it's also really
It's called
fun.
Final Fantasy, not Fun Fantasy.
Right. And then I could say, look, I got married in my Final Fantasy XIV. It's fun. I like that. Revenant's Toll. It's a stone's throw away from Imperial Castrum? Yeah.
I said adventures.
It's a stone's throw away from Imperial Castrum. No one would ever live that close to a castrum.
We do. We do. I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Train every day. I don't train every day. I play this on Thursdays. My weapons are armor from Rowena. I don't even know who that is. Fight ferocious beasts? Yeah. I fought things, but things out in the wild have been... I guess it's new experiences, adventures, because the more fun you're having in this story by learning about the story and the world and what's going on in it, that's the experiences, and that makes you more powerful. We're more powerful because of the experiences we have. We're stronger as people, as individuals, and as a group because of the experiences we go through, and that's why the Sandwichard experience is called Sandwichard Experience. Why does Yosen get 2 questions?
I want to know about adventuring. I'm a child. Do you want me to be an adventurer?
Mama.
I think it's a good idea for me to be an adventurer.
Yes.
I'm not that.
I wanna be an adventurer.
Okay, well, I'm gonna teleport to Ulda, and then you can just take that free.
Hold on, wait.
teleport.
You need to be out of my cutscene first.
Oh, right.
I think you can... Not yet. Wait, they're gonna take you somewhere and then you have to go back to Ul'dah anyway?
Huh?
They're gonna take you somewhere and then we're gonna have to go back to Ul'dah anyway? You just took us on a wagon ride. To somewhere. To somewhere. I don't know where. To somewhere. I'm thinking what else I could use. My Would it be funny just to look like Hildebrand for a bit?
No!
You want to get married to this dragon man?
Not really.
Well, then why not Hildebrand?
Because he's kind of worse.
Worse? What does that mean?
Worse.
What does
He
that
is
mean?
more manlier than your character, and you know how I feel about men.
You, I guess don't like...
They're not my favorite.
Why do I get to pass?
What?
Why do I get a pass?
Richard?
Yeah.
I'm not answering that on this stream.
Oof. I mean, you can say you're not very manly, and I'd be like, sure, I'm not.
You're not. You're
I'm
like
not.
the least. You're like the least man I've ever met.
I'm real chill.
And you were even less manly when I first met you.
I've gotten more manly?
At least you look more manly now.
I'm not a manly man. I just
You
exist.
filled out your pants.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like drinking the Kool-Aid on toxic masculinity, being a dude bro, or a Republican.
Richard,
Yeah.
if you weren't straight, end of sentence.
I mean, I'm not. I've already discussed this.
Are you gonna put your pee-pee in another man's bum?
I mean, I don't have to consider that because I'm married to my wife.
Do you want to?
Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be a sexual attraction.
Listen here, folks. Richard is not bisexual or queer by any means. He is Terrence sexual.
That's not true. Don't call me out like that. I just use him as an example because you also know he's a handsome guy.
He likes chocolate. He likes a beautiful chocolate man. Let's go. Talk to Alphino.
I don't even know if you're trying to call me out or something.
Huh?
Like I get you're making a joke, but it feels like you're trying to call me out.
No, you like black men. I agree.
I don't. Well, don't take that out of context.
Racist.
I don't know if any straight man could have such an appreciation for Hildebrand. It's not. Look. I keep telling people it's not like it doesn't.
Yeah, you
have
gotta
to
be pretty queer to like Hildebrand.
It doesn't have to be in like a sexual way, guys. Just like is that not fair? I've never been that much of a sexual person. It doesn't have to be a specifically sexual thing.
You used to be, and then I ruined you.
You did not ruin me. There's not a guy who needs sex to survive.
Did you take my
I
teleport?
took your teleport. I'm here talking to Slathborn. And I thought you were just saying I was not full of machismo. Like
What?
burly, manly man.
What?
That's what I was thinking when you were saying I wasn't very manly.
You're not.
I'm not. I know that I'm not, but I guess we just had different definitions of what a manly man would be.
I don't know anyone that's manly man.
Yeah, not anymore, really.
I never really did.
Hildebrand. Well, he's a gentle, manly man. That's different.
No, he's a zombie.
He's a zombie. Just hand. Oh, I forgot about his mustache. I forget about Slafford's unfortunate mustache every time I talk to him. Hi, Yuri. I have to go to Midfilia at the Waking Sands. Oh, at the Rising Stones. Thank you, Slaffborn. Let me go inside, please. Just do it. Just. I've heard I will like this character. She's so short. You Mr. Sandwichard, eh? Took you long enough.
Where'd you talk to her? Where's she?
He's in the building.
Where?
You gotta talk to Slafford. Go into the workshop.
I'm
Sid's
confused.
gone. We're not doing very well because he's gone.
What's up? Where's Slafford? Where are you?
I'm in the next quest area. It's where Minfilia is.
You're ahead of me. Unless I'm not supposed to talk to Jesse and I took this quest by accident.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be talking to her. Oh, it's Ida.
Ooh. What's Ida?
Ida.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get over there in a sec. Stealing cores from his man.
You got Papalimo. Papalimo.
She loves a robot. She loves a robot. Hooray. Look at this nerd girl. It rhymes with Castrum Sentry. Alright, so the Nastrum Entry.
Who goes there? Oh, hello.
I am here.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Currently full.
Mogathan. Full.
I'm 19th and 11th.
That's nothing. It was like half an hour. I was gonna be like, damn, how many people are on right now? In Leviathan of all places.
Doesn't Leviathan congest world?
The reason we're on it is because it was not at the time.
Oh.
You can talk to Hoogubert.
Hubert.
We went from the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones. Yeah, that's right. I made the joke. It was Waking to Rising. Because we woke up the Justice by talking to Hildebrand. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hildy. Hello, Nymphilia.
Oh, I understand why. Is this just the same room it was before?
No, it's a different
It's a
room.
different room? It's got the same kind of layout. They could have just taken this other room, like, and just replaced the textures on the walls, and have this be an instance room every time just to change out a couple like pieces, and that fixes it. Because they know that's all they need it to be. It's a room of nothing except for Minfilia and those dead people that one time. They killed the fairy queen. What was her name?
The who?
Like it was like a fairy or an elf.
Oh, the sylph.
The sylph. Thank you.
I can't remember her name.
The little
They
plant
killed the
people.
sylph queen. She was like,
No, it wasn't their queen, it was their emissary.
sorry, the emissary. That's right. And then they killed that off, and then a bunch of other people died, and then Minfilia
Yeah.
was kidnapped, and that's when the story started getting good. It had a long build-up. Oh, I've seen this guy's hair before. I've seen this guy's hair a lot. His hair is also the one on the guy that was the husband in the Hildebrand quest line.
Oh, yeah.
Richard.
I thought it was the same dude.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Got my Panada.
It's Panini.
It's Panini. My Panini Panada. Just sits there most of the
Was his
time.
tail down?
His tail is down. Might have bumped him.
Richard,
Dropped his egg.
I would like to collect the full botanical collection for Lego and then build all of it and then have like a shelf that is like a little plant shelf but is just plant Lego.
We can do that.
I have the bonsai, it's pretty good.
Is it the one with the little pink frogs?
Yes, it has 99 pink frogs.
I love it.
Actually, hang on.
And 1 brown frog.
Steel just sent me earlier today and I'm showing this because I've been playing it a lot. Pictures are always gigantic as usual, but Steel sent me a picture of it was a custom kit bash that you could buy off of like websites like Etsy or something, and it's a Destiny 2 ghost made with pieces all from regular boxes just put together to make a different piece entirely that it wasn't meant to do. I think that's
Nice.
awesome. Look at this.
There is also apparently an entire Animal Crossing Lego collection coming out.
What?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Like official or?
Yeah, official Lego brand.
Damn.
Yeah. I kind of want it.
What is it?
We don't know. It was just released. Like it was just like
What?
leaked.
Jeez.
What would it be? Because that
How goes the
entire
fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Tancred's voice is weird.
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the
Hang on, I
culprits.
want to talk about Legos, but I'm listening to
So
a voice
3
acting
days
cutscene.
ago,
thickens.
it was saying that the Animal
Has there
Crossing
been any
Lego
movement
sets
in time?
price, release date, and sets are being
There's been
released
blessedly
in
quiet.
2024,
Which is to
March
say the
1st.
Amalja are being no
Ooh.
more
The
or less
most
of a nuisance
expensive
than
kit
usual.
is
Summoning a fleet with
$74
such
at
crystals as they have
535
hoarded.
pieces.
Urianger 2 reports
Um,
not.
Damn,
It's not a lot of
so
pieces.
expensive.
It's not a lot of pieces.
Then we have our
Yeah.
explanation.
But the cheapest is $20, so it goes from
explanation
20
for
up to
what? Pray tell.
75.
But what is it? Building
For the
characters
recent
out of the
spate
Lego,
of crystal
or
thefts in
is
Thanalan,
it
we naturally
building
assumed that
buildings
the trail would lead us
with
back
little
to
I
mini
think some of them are
figures?
buildings, so I
Yes,
believe.
it did not. It led us across
like what would
the
they
sea
be?
unto
Like
Vilgrund.
it's Animal Crossing. There's houses, but they're all
Vilgrund.
modular. There's
There have been reports
like
of
a
increased
plane, like
Sahagin activity
the
of
seaplane
late.
from this last game.
Oh gods,
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
mean to summon
Like
Leviathan?
there's not a
With
lot.
the dodos.
Yeah,
That is the
like,
way
there's
of
not
it,
a
I
lot
fear.
of stuff to actually build out of Lego
Whilst
for Animal
conducting
Crossing.
our
So
investigation
it might be
on
like
behalf
the
of mineral
museum, it might be
concern,
like the town
we came
hall.
upon
yeah.
It would have to
Museum
be
town hall.
like
the Serpent
Brewster's.
Reavers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
With the aid of the maelstrom, I was able to verify our
But
suspicions.
they're probably going
It is
to
only a matter of time
Are they
before
going to be like?
Leviathan returns
Have
to
they
harrow
said
the
at all
seas.
whether they're going to be regular minifigures or if they're going to be like
But there
builds?
is more.
It didn't
One of the
say because it was like leaked
an elder by my
information.
judgment,
Oh, okay.
spoke
So it
of
doesn't say
attaining
exactly what
gift
the
and
sets
knowledge
are,
of
but I have a
eternity.
feeling that one of the sets is going to be like a little
So this is possible.
atmosphere kind of set, like of the island. So you have your grass, probably like a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, my bloodline.
Your bloodline.
My bloodline. Sorry, I'm watching
Such a
Ishtola in
disturbance
the
the
past.
ether. If I did not know
Oh, there's
better, I
voice
should
acting.
think this device defective.
It's been this whole time.
I've been hearing voices, it's fine. But yeah, the Lego set looks really cute, but I really want to
And
collect the
there is
botanical ones because
explanation.
There's images?
it sounds cute.
So you don't even know this is real then.
It is real.
You said it's a leak. I can make anything up as a leak and say
Yes,
it's a
but
leak.
it came from Lego.
I'm not pro-Israel, I'm pro-Palestine.
What is this? He's a Sahagin?
Israel.
Anyways, but yeah, I struggle to keep real plants alive, so at least if I get Lego plants, the worst that'll happen is it falls off a shelf.
They get kind
You
of
have to-
dusty.
You have to rebuild them.
You have to like dust them.
Nice. I mean, real plants get dusty too.
Whence comes
Well,
this
yeah.
promise
Yeah,
of
that's true.
immortality? The emissary?
Promise of immortality.
We have outstayed our welcome.
I'll just get like a mini air purifier, put it on the shelf with my Legos.
Mr. Sandwichard, I do believe you have
Shine.
been raided.
Hold on. Sean,
Hi,
Sean,
I'm
did you,
Richard.
you
I'm
broke
in
my
the
butt!
street. Thank you for being here for the sandwich experience today. While we've experienced this.
Shine in your
Kick that guy in the face and make
Try
him
and do a
say,
thing.
Mr.
"Hey Google,
Sandwichard,
play
we got
Come On
to
Island.
240
You can take me
followers.
home.
Be
Remember
sure to thank
clean
the
up my
wonderful
poop.
viewer
I'm
who
here
joined our
for
Twitch
you.
assembly.
I am the Burger King!
In this wonderful experience.
A human centipede, is that a sandwich? So your ingredients are not sandwich ingredients as they exist.
Enjoy the show.
Shine! Get your bread. Make sure you get your bread. Shine, thank you for tuning in. I didn't. It's only 10:30. You're taking the night off tonight.
Full cooperation. Let us make
Done
haste
for the
to
night?
Limsa
You
Laminsa.
can come hang out. What are you playing in?
I mean to play a part in this mission.
Shine!
Tatari, pray, take
Jason!
charge in my absence.
Just tired? Yeah, go take a nap. Go hang out with Princess. Go do what you gotta
My
do,
lady,
dude.
are
Like,
you
I'm glad.
sure this is
I'm glad
wise?
you can come and hang out. I appreciate it.
I am
Thank you
aware
so
of the
much.
risks, but
This
there is
is the
something I must
Sandwichard
see with my
experience.
own
I'm
eyes.
in the middle of a Final Fantasy XIV cutscene at the moment,
The
but
true nature of the echo.
I'm a variety streamer with air quotes because I just play whatever I
shall not
want.
stand in your
Like,
way. On
It's the
condition that
101
you permit me to
Dalmatian stream.
accompany you
It's
as
the
bodyguard.
101 Dalmatians. Actually, Halo K did 101
Your company
Dalmatians
is ever
stream.
welcome, Thancred.
But regardless, Last Wish tomorrow? Yeah, we'll do Last Wish tomorrow. That's no problem. We got to do the whole thing so I can get the quest, but we'll do Last Wish tomorrow.
Primal is about to be
Um,
loosed upon Eorzea.
100%. But I'm a variety streamer. I play with Shine. I play with Shine on Fridays and other days. Like, if you don't know my name in the community with Shine by now, like you're gonna know it soon. Pay attention. Richard Sandwichard's out for #1. And thank you also. I saw a follow come in. I don't know who did it, but I got 140 followers. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Everybody's fantastic. Everybody's wonderful.
be
I
most
love and
welcome.
appreciate it.
When contending with a primal, one can never have
We can
too
run you
many
through
able
duality. I'll get
allies.
Heart Shadow. Okay.
If you crave a more intimate
You're number one?
understanding
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
problems
yeah.
facing
That's right.
Eorzea,
Okay, you're number one.
this
You're number
experience is
one.
like
But
to
in
provide
the
it.
Sandwich experience, I'm
Be
number
sure
one. I
to
will
come
say.
well prepared.
240 followers. Look, if we get to, I'm gonna go to my Tamagotchi screen real quick.
If we get to 200 followers, I'm gonna
If
do this.
If we get to 200 followers, I'm gonna do my 200 follower extravaganza special.
He's gonna show a
But if we
single
get
butt
to
cheek.
if we get to 250 followers, I will eat a sandwich live on stream. I don't know when I'm doing this because I don't have a free weekend to do it.
You're gonna show a single butt cheek to show that you do not have a hairy butt, like Toro said in Drizzle's stream. Called out.
Hang on. Give me 1 second.
They were talking about beards, and then Toros said Sandwichard has a hairy butt. Yeah. Are you yelling at Drizzle or Toros?
Hi, Sandwichard. Oh, yeah.
Answer me. Who are you yelling at?
Store's being robbed. I need to help them.
This game is suffering.
Why'd you tell him?
You escaped the prison convoy, but stayed in Manhattan.
Why'd you tell him?
10 would recommend.
122. I have a hairy butt. You're absolutely right. That happened.
Have a hairy butt.
That happened because I got up from the floor and my butt was covered in dog hair.
Oh, right.
Any side missions.
There you go, Drizzle. Here you go. Go say hi to Drizzle. If you haven't followed Drizzle, go follow Drizzle.
You said I have a
Follow
hairy butt.
Drizzle.
Drizzle doesn't need help. He's fine.
Drizzle, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll give Drizzle every ounce of everything I can.
Drizzle's doing perfect.
Drizzle's
without
doing
help.
fantastic. I'm very happy for him. Like I'm really proud of the amount of work
He's playing
done
Spooker
recently.
Man.
He's very good.
He's reckless. I don't know what
Guy's
he's
great.
accomplishing right now.
Regardless.
I don't know what he's doing.
Who
He's
snitched
not
on me?
making
Who do you
contact with
think?
his face.
Hey,
There's,
was Toros in your chat?
there's no.
Shine, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I play video games. On Mondays I play Metal Gear. On Tuesdays I play Fallout. On
I'm the
Thursdays,
snitch, and I'll do it again.
Snitches do get stitches. Knife. You forgive? Okay, you better forgive. Forgive and forget. Here, a kiss about it. Maybe you wanted some time.
Richard doesn't know how to kiss.
Maybe you want to. Hello. Nymphilia. Sure, her name is not Nymphilia. We are so close to being done with Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and I mean that by saying there's probably 2 streams left. We're gonna get to
Thank
Metal Gear
God.
Solid. We're gonna get to Metal Gear Solid 1 soon, and I don't know how I want to handle that because I don't know if I want to have an entire stream of us just sitting there and watching the briefing tapes, but I will sit there and watch all of the briefing tapes on stream anyway. Is that gonna be exciting? Probably not. But do I want to do it? Absolutely. This is a Let's Play series. I need to get all of the content in. Plus, those briefing tapes are really good. Oh. Friends are online. Player search, party members. I can't. You're already in the party, is why.
I'm not in the party.
You're not?
No. I'm just standing here.
How come I can't invite you then?
You're not party leader.
Even monk. Love your face, homie? No, Sean, we love your face. Actually, we were just talking about what it was like if I had my hair that long, like as long as you do, and I was like, I don't think I do it. I don't think I pull it off. I tried real hard before. Hair's been real long.
Mog, do I not have you as a friend?
I have you on my friends list.
What's your name again?
Vivina Dalmasca.
Dalmasca.
Oh, there we go.
See? I never remember them either.
They're all very similar.
The more lore accurate a name is, the less I'm able to remember who it is. Silver Gray Phoenix hair color? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I wanted it to be as silver as I possibly could get it. Be twinsies. I'll have to take a photo shoot. I still can't invite people. Shine, you should diet during your stream and then have a different one for cutting it all off. Alright, where to next here?
Speak with Marwood at the command room in Limsa.
We do have to go to
Marwood. We gotta go to
Go
here.
kill some guns for me. On.
Marwood.
All these copycats. All these copycats. All of them want to be like me. All of them want to look like me. I say all of them want to be like me. I say all of them want to look like me. My name is Sandwichard, the rapper extraordinaire. I don't have a rhyme for that, so I'm gonna stop.
Something about your butt not having hair.
My butt doesn't have any hair.
Everyone's just badly playing music. What?
You don't have to say it out loud.
They can't hear me.
You don't know that. They could be one of the people tuned into the Sandwichard experience right now.
Person, if you are in the stream right now, listening to me say that the music is bad,
Play the music better in 14. Just do it. Just...
your music sucks, and I hope you know that. You heard it here, folks. Bad music is bad.
No, don't be so mean. No.
Learn how to play your frickin' piano and your violin better, or
Yeah,
don't
you
play
gotta
it at all.
just play some Megalovania, then people will like it. Dude.
Oh, Larksoon's back.
Lars. Gotta stop drinking this. The problem is I'm only gonna be done drinking this when I'm done drinking this.
It's just water. What do you mean?
It is lime cider.
It's water.
I wish I could make a nice cocktail out of this with something. Probably gin. I need a little bit of botanicals in there in order to make the rest of this sing. I'd need some actual like lime shaving. Like I'd have to run it through my microplane and get some of the rind. I can make something really good. I'd do something like that. Anything about that. Shine, I'm sorry I didn't catch more of your stream. I hope we weren't bashing your face into solo stuff for too long. Got an ad starting soon. If you're one of our subscribers, you don't have to worry about that. However, if you're not subscribed, consider it, because every dollar that I get from this show goes back to the show to make it better. Like, it pays for the food that I can make easier on days where I do stream. It pays for equipment, and gear, and games, and all the important stuff that we will need at some point here on the Sandwichard experience. It is so helpful. Never expected, but entirely wonderfully helpful. I appreciate it if you do, and if you don't, that's fine. Just gotta wait for some ads. If you're in ads, you're not hearing this from me right now, probably anyway. Ready to go to Aleport?
Yes, I am, bitch.
I didn't get your teleport.
Because you weren't in the same area as me.
Pinch your nose.
Do it.
Well, you gotta let me do it.
I wasn't even picking up my scream. Barely. Your microphone probably picked it up more than mine did. My mother's pissing me off.
Your mother?
My mother.
Your mother.
So, my mom's friend's daughter's child.
So, not related to you at all.
No. My mother is trying to get me to give my manga to this child.
No.
Why?
I'm like,
no.
because she wants to read manga. And I'm like, why can't she buy her own?
Why can't you get her own damn manga?
Exactly.
Especially...
And my mom's like, they don't know what to look for. And I'm like, oh, great. So get the family nerd to go do it.
Not even to look for, to give up your collection.
My mom,
yeah,
my
exactly.
My mom was like, I'll buy it off of you. And I'm like, just go buy it then.
You know what? You know what you do? You go and look up Tachiomi. You get an Android phone first off. You look up Tachiomi. It's not an app that's going to be on the App Store. You have to install the APK.
Richard, do you actually believe that my mother's smart enough to know how to do that? Also, you cannot trust Tachiomi with a 10-year-old.
10-year-old.
Look, kids are gonna find porn on the internet no matter what happens.
Anyways, I'm not giving up some of my like mint condition like copies of like Fruits Basket and like Oran Host Club from like 2009.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Like I have an entire collection that is still in the plastic from when I got the books.
Holy shit.
It was just, it's a collection that no one cares about, but I still have it, and that's all that matters.
What kind of, I'm trying to comprehend what kind of manga a 10-year-old
Which one would you like to try tonight, my dear? Would you like to try gochujang shrimp crackers? Or do you want to try wasabi crab crackers?
I was gonna give her copies of like, I have a couple manga copies of like Alice in the Land of Hearts, and I have Vampire Knight, which is incest.
Kids are gonna find out about that. Hold on,
then
wait.
I have 17 copies of Inuyasha, a lot of Oran, but not all of it.
11.
Most of Fruits Basket.
Yes. Loveless.
That's the collection that's in all of the plastic wrap.
Because it's your boys love manga.
Isn't that, yeah. Isn't that...
It's not yaoi though.
I said boys love.
It's not even that. It's just...
It's boys love.
They just had a single kiss.
It's BL.
Is that the one where the virgin boy has cat ears?
All the virgins have cat ears, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's that one.
That's BL. Which one? Wasabi or gochujang?
Give me my shrimp crackers.
I would like to try some.
Have your green crabs.
My green crab.
Green crabs.
Do you like it?
Yeah, you'll see when he shows it up on the camera in a second.
Me too. I don't know if they'll be able to show up properly.
Like the crab?
Me too.
You like the crab?
They're green crabs. They're wasabi green crabs. I can't read Japanese nor Korean.
I also learned the hard way that apparently a lot of chip bags that are Korean cannot be opened the normal chip bag way. You have to tear off a corner and then open it.
What the? Why?
What? It's because of the durability of the bag. They're hard to open that way. But then it's seamless to do on the side.
That is bizarre.
See?
They not do enough corner?
No, you gotta do like a little.
I gotta wait.
But like it opens up like a little sauce packet versus like.
Oh, mine kind of ripped, but they got most of the way.
It's fine. But these bags are so heavy duty.
They're good bags.
Alright, it's a green crab. Here, I'll put it in front of the camera and then I'll put my hand in front of it like a beauty YouTuber.
Yeah.
Tastes like horseradish.
Is that what wasabi is?
Yeah.
It's what not real wasabi is. Actually, this shit pretty good. And then the gochujang shrimp crackers.
Ooh, they got the right into the sinuses.
These are good too. I like gochujang a lot.
I prefer the.
I cook a lot of Asian food in the house. We did some meal prep and meal planning for this week just to give it a trial, and I made enough curry to last us a week.
I'm trying to lose 50 pounds, so I'm trying to meal prep.
So the curry was really
Make sure
nice.
I don't overeat.
Because we got a decent amount of it, and it's relatively healthy because all of this is vegetables.
And bouillon, essentially.
I don't do it because I'm a weeb, okay? I do it because I enjoy cooking food of other cultures. Says the weeb. Okay, are you at the next mission? Use the maelstrom restorative?
Use the maelstrom, yeah.
Mog?
Wait.
What was that?
There's a mount.
What was it?
Eureka petrol.
It's a Glaucus atlanticus.
Yeah, it is. Except it's big.
That is my favorite deep sea creature.
Yeah.
I love this thing. They are venomous. Or technically poisonous.
What?
Glaucus atlanticus.
Oh, yeah. You can't touch them, or they will kill you.
You should not. It's a cool little sea slug.
Poison mucus on them or something?
I guess so. Like, I guess if they're stressed, they'll go and release it because I have seen people hold them.
No, you shouldn't touch them with the bare hands. Usually they have stand between their hand.
You shouldn't touch them. It's bad for you. Oh, here he is. The Storm Private. That's a good band name.
Richard.
God used the restorative on him. I owe you my life. Do you? Is your life worth living? Are you restored, Private? Find the missing scouts in the Serpent's Tongue.
Guess I have to go buy some manga after work tomorrow.
What are you thinking? I'd like to know what your thought process would be for somebody who's 10 and interested in manga. Because you know what I suggested to somebody who was 6 and interested in anime? Dragon Ball.
Well, this is a girly girl.
Yeah.
Fruits basket.
Or Tokyo Mew Mew.
Oh, Tokyo Mew Mew is a classic.
I have some of those too.
Some of those.
What I'm trying to do is I'm not trying to get rid of my manga. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find how, you know how in bookstores now they sometimes have like multi-chapter books?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like you can find like
anthology.
chapters, yeah, like volumes 1 through 5 or like volume, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's in like a big hard book or something. I'd rather that and then, you know, but I'm also just like very attached to my books and don't want to part with them, so I don't know.
You shouldn't have to. I think it's not fair to ask you to go and give them up. You bought them. You've enjoyed them. You've read them.
With my own baby money.
Like, it's hard to make suggestions for things that are like that young. Like, we don't have anything designed for that, right? Like, we get things like Shonen Jump. I mean, I guess like if you wanna like suggest like Shoujo, then that's really current manga, which is fine. But I also don't know what's in there these days. Like, I know it's Jump
Honestly,
stuff.
like, I should
what's...
just buy her or on Host.
I mean, really though, like that's an excellent one to start with in general. Teaches kids about gender.
Or I can do Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon's also probably a really good get for that too. The problem
Even
is,
even on card captors, to be
spend all
honest.
that money.
Yeah.
You can spend all that money, and if they don't like it, then I guess they know they don't like it, but they spent all that money.
I'll just get a series that I want to read, but haven't read, so she doesn't like it. I can take it.
Yeah.
It's like if it was a kid and they're like 13, I'd be like, not Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, not Chainsaw Man.
Not
Berserk.
Chainsaw Man.
Berserk. Yeah.
Berserk.
No, I'll just buy her JoJo.
Like, JoJo's fine. JoJo's fine because JoJo is in Shonen Jump. Like, it's for that demographic. Like, it's tough. Like, it's a the imagery can be grotesque or it can be a little gross or violent. Like, of course it's gonna be fucking JoJo, but they had 50 years of One Piece in there. Like, you can go back and just read a bunch of One Piece at that point when you're 15, right? Like,
you know what? I should get her
For a
Spy X
boy?
Family.
My Family's a really good example for that one because that's a general.
But I'm saying, like, I should get those for her.
The themes are pretty adult, but I don't know how much of World War II do you want to expose a child to. This has got the real world analogs of Nazi Germany, etc. Like,
well, so does JoJo.
There's literal Nazis in JoJo. Stroheim. I read 2 chapters of the new JoJo. That's all I've read so far.
Oh, dude, it's so interesting.
I love that our main character just is a completely female-presenting brother.
Fucking Sam Dragona is my
Fucking
favorite.
awesome.
Dragona is awesome.
Everybody seems so
fucking
cool.
Stan too.
I like this takes place in Hawaii after COVID.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting. It's more accessible for people to get into that after they've had an experience like after COVID, because it makes them understand where this world is.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is supposed to be our world this time. Which is weird because we didn't have a steel ball run like that, but you know.
I mean, we had a steel ball run.
We did have a cannonball run.
Yeah.
Should reread Steel Ball Run.
God, I really hope they actually go through with
That
anime.
So in the last couple seasons, they've been doing stuff with experimentations on making random objects in the background CG.
Oh, really?
And moving things in CG. I think they've been practicing making things look on model in CG so that they can make horses.
Yeah, because, like, that's, like, the main thing that they're, like, don't know if this is ever gonna happen, because all the fucking horses.
It's a horse race.
Yeah.
What are,
You
what are we
can't-
talking about?
JoJo
Field
Part
Ball
7.
Run anime, potentially.
It would be so difficult to animate unless they got a animation in a bot, or not a bot, but like in a canned animation for horses. If they get that and it looks good, they just got to move it with the camera where it needs to go. Bada bing, bada boom. They've got that solved. The thing is, you got to make sure the actors interact with those parts of the environment then, which is why I think they've been doing it like that recently. If you make something that a character is going to have to interact with, then you force an interaction to happen that need to be animated so you can figure out how they can do that. So if you can do that with a moving object like a fucking horse...
You know what? I'll just buy her a classic. I'll just buy her Death Note.
Death Note, yeah.
Yeah, that's not heavy to drop on a child.
Or Naruto.
It's fine. I watched Death Note at like 13.
Or I can drive her mother crazy and get her started on One Piece.
Yeah.
150,000 chapters later.
Get her Akira.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Man. Oh man. Here is a good pick. Because you watch the movie when you're a kid.
I've never seen it.
And then you read Akira later, and you're like, bro, there's an entire, like, third of this that's not in the movie. And it blew my mind. The way they condensed it, like, going back and thinking about it, is really good. Like, it's... Of course, they had to make it before it's actually finished, and it gave away, like, part of the ending and stuff. But, like, they did as good a job as you can kind of do adapting something like Akira. Which is why I'm worried that they're going to make it a movie one day. I feel like they are already doing that. Can you... Fact-checking will ruin my show every time. Can you check to see if there is an Akira adaptation that's coming somewhere?
I mean, I can look. I don't know where to look, really, but...
Google. I guess Akira movie adaptation will be it. I just asked you because I didn't know if you were helping us with this quest. Oh, you're running around too. You're also... Hold on.
What?
I gotta put on mine.
Getting naked?
I can't do it here. If I knew you were going to be naked, I would have also been naked. God damn it. Let's see.
So they're trying to make a remake of the, well, not a remake, like a new version of the film directed by Taika Waititi. Warner Brothers. Which, oh wait.
Just prior to production, Waititi left the project
Warner
to direct
Brothers,
for...
which has held the rights to the live-action version adaptation of the manga since 2002, has repeatedly struggled to get production off the ground.
It's been in development hell for 20 years.
Yeah. 2017, Waititi was announced to direct and co-write, with production to start in 2019.
anybody could,
and scheduled release for 2021.
if anybody's going to be able to portray that kind of human versus like the brutality of the world that they're living in, I think Taika Waititi is an interesting choice. I just hope he doesn't make it funny.
Ooh. Yeah. Just prior to production, Waititi left the project to direct Thor: Love and Thunder, delaying the project indefinitely.
After he does his next Star Wars film, he said he was going to work on that next. I don't believe that.
In April 2023, Waititi stated he aims to begin working on the film again after completing his upcoming Star Wars film.
I don't believe that.
They gave him a Star Wars film? What's it about?
I don't know. Some bitch named Dale Trees. A bitch named Dale Trees.
When are we getting a movie about Max Rebo?
Max Rebo, baby!
Or fucking, what's his name? That fucking
Max
terrifying
Rebo, baby.
slug person.
Terrifying slug person?
He's only in like one fucking frame of one. Only like one scene.
Live slug reaction.
I can't fucking remember his name.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
I would love a like traveling military style movie or a Beer Blues Brothers style movie about Max Rebo and Figure and Dan. The Muddle Nodes.
Claude, that's his name.
I think they could do that. I think they could easily make a funny, like a comedy movie about road tripping to get to a place and you don't have enough fuel to get there, kind of thing. Or two bands that get stuck on the same space tour bus with Max Rebo Band and Figure and Dan in the Muddle Nodes. I think it'd be great.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note.
They'll never.
No quarrel with
Oh yeah,
never
this is fun.
Like
but seriously, if I
This
am to keep
cutscene.
up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
I think 2.0 you stole it again is weird after all these years. Don't tell me. Ooh. What's Sandwichard again? Now he's a
Check
ninja,
this
right?
out. Now he's a rogue. He switched from being a gladiator to a rogue.
This is where they implemented Rogue, right?
Yep, this update. I don't remember which patch it was.
Oscillate? Hello?
The Leviathan patch. But yeah, they added Rogue.
Backslash!
To the Etherite.
They revealed the lore that
She's
Sandwichard
got a
used to
stick.
be.
She
He grew
got a
up with the Rogues Guild in Limsa.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what 3.0 Ystella looks like. Also, Oscillate, hello, thank you for sand. I'll give you a butt. Big Twinkies. Oh, I'll grip it. I'll give you a grip to remember. I'll give you a rip to remind you. Rip it, bud. When did you become a sandwich? When I added sandwiches as the sub icons. If you're subscribed, you'll have a sandwich next to your name. I believe. Yes.
Oh, yeah, this scene is fucking cool too. It's Merlwood doing badass pirate shit.
Nice.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know.
This
It is
scene
high
blew
time I
everyone
set
away
about
when
making
it
amends.
was current.
You know what? He just acknowledged that he was a liability as of late. Tancred's okay in my book again.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalkers, tormented our
Because I haven't trusted him since he got taken over.
but no more.
Oh yeah.
Time is at an end.
What am I gonna start an
Who doesn't
only
get
sandwich?
possessed once in a while.
With salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
I will open an only sandwich when the demand is there. And by that, I mean, I want day one 5,000 people.
Hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Since that's never gonna happen,
Do you feel that?
I don't have to worry about opening an only sandwich. Oh, you mean not for pictures of my wiener? You want me to talk about sandwiches? Oh, I can do that. I can put that on my TikTok. I already do that on my TikTok. Go check out my TikTok.
Why not go write something outlandish on Mr. Sandwichard's stream tweet?
Yes.
Or join the Discord and see what else the Sandwichard experience has to offer.
You don't have TikTok? I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. This priest got the echo?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, shoot him! Yeah, shoot him!
Just fucking shoot him.
Holy shit! He got the echo! Oh no. Oh, this is bad, isn't it? Oh. He just came back.
Yeah.
Strike me down if you will.
Because now he's an echo, he can't die.
Yeah, he has an immortal soul, basically.
He's gone paracausal. Balrog, you ate the hell out of that pork belly stir fry? Posted in Food Crimes? I gotta see the picture, dude. Look after this cutscene.
I beseech you, come forth.
Oh. Korean barbecue. Pork belly stir fry. Look at that. I'll give you claps. Dinky, we live by the orb. We die by the orb, dude. Sam Fisher goggles time. So if I died, would I ball? Would I orb? Is that Leviathan?
Hard to explain. It's Leviathan. There he is. Good same voice. The big old sea snake
The
himself.
powers are different for different people. Okay. Also, I like how Ida came in swinging and helped me out when I was fighting that gargoyle when I was getting attacked by it a long time ago. Merlwib just went in shooting. She said, "Oh shit, that guy shouldn't exist," and popped him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like no hesitation. I have the power, Pop. You can't kill me. Shit. Too late.
This is like the first and last time Merla that does something badass on camera.
Damn.
There's a reason she's fucking Grand Admiral.
Oh, she's sick. Oh. Did Leviathan just swallow an echo?
Does that?
Wait. Did Leviathan just swallow an echo? What does that mean?
What say you? Nary a single ship. Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
He ate the soul of his followers. Yeah, so it was that but that guy was an echo. Yeah. So did Leviathan just absorb the power?
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversion
Or
is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the primal now.
So Leviathan has the powers of an echo now. That's a problem.
Does he not press his advantage?
That's a problem.
Unless
Somebody invite you to the free company?
he means to unleash
You can do that in a sec. Hon, you gotta invite Balrog to the free company. There's a button to open up your menu for the free company.
It's semicolon, I think.
Semi.
It says that feature's only available for use with characters currently on their homeworld.
Oh, is he not on his homeworld?
I thought you changed over, Balrog. I thought you said you changed over. Please, Charlie. Trying to figure something out.
Your daddy is figuring things out.
Daddy.
I just sent an invite. We're gonna see. Members.
Members.
Balrog.
Okay, well, Richard, I have to go to Squain after work tomorrow. I'm not saying what the name of the mall is.
Oh, okay. Why?
I have to pick up the manga.
What did you end up deciding to get?
I was just gonna do Oron.
Mall is Coconut Mall. We know this at the Coconut Mall. Don't dox me by telling me that I live at Coconut Mall. They fire in bursts. If it shoots your ass.
You live at the Coconut Mall?
I live at the Coconut Mall. Fires in bursts. If it shoots you, it's gonna hurt.
That's the Coconut Gun, not the Coconut Mall.
The Coconut Mall will fire. Look. Distract. The manga? Yeah, we're gonna go to the mall to get manga. The mall is Coconut Mall. It fires. I'm gonna think about this all day now. Zay, thank you for putting this weird shit in my head. You didn't live in Coconut Mall. You live in Delfino Plaza nearby the Coconut Mall. It fires and bursts. If it shoots, yo,
is that what Coconut Mall is?
I don't know.
Is there lore? Where is Coconut Mall?
Fires and bursts. I don't know.
Where does it exist?
Coconut Mall exists where it is. Where it doesn't? Where it should. Hi. My name is Richard Sandwichard. Welcome, Jack. This Coconut Gun. One Coconut Gun. One Coconut Gun. One Coconut Gun. Yeah. Just repeat it over and over. I'm getting chased by these axolotls. I just gotta sprinkle some iodine on them and they'll have a terrible transformation. It's actually it's like trace amounts of iodine in the environment where salamanders live or axolotls live that turns into salamanders. So if you ever are a terrible person and you expose an axolotl to iodine in any way, it will have a horrific body transformation, basically melt and then reform its like bones and internal organs, and become a salamander. And it is painful and awful, and some of them don't survive. Yeah.
How does it? What?
Yeah. Like, is that wild? You got hyped hearing that in the Mario movie? I didn't even see the Mario movie. Why? I don't know. It's physics. Evolution? Biology? I don't know what answer that one is. I don't know why they do it.
Wait, they said the axolotl thing or the Coconut Gun?
The axolotl
movie.
If the Mario movie, if he shoots ya, it's a Coconut Gun.
I still haven't seen
Didn't somebody say like that? Seth Rogen said that the DK rap sucks.
Did he?
He said that he thought that the DK rap is not very good or something on Twitter, and he's wrong. And he voiced fucking Donkey Kong. It's not. It is.
It should not be allowed anywhere near Donkey Kong if that's what he thinks.
It is like it was written by Grant Kirkhope. I'll tell you what. It's safe white rap. It's like if Will Smith was on the other side of the team. You know?
Yeah.
Like if we had white Will Smith, that would be the music that he would put out. It's completely safe. inoffensive, and goofy. It's camp. It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It's camp. One hell of a guy. And you're like, did they hear my video game say hell and then previously go instead of ass?
They actually, in the Smash Brothers Melee version of the song, they changed it to heck. From hell.
There used to be a hamlet
Ooh.
beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha.
Here we go. So we're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in
That's the version
too.
of the DK rap I grew up with.
Put your
'cause I
hands
grew up with the
together
GameCube
if you want
and
to flat
64.
take you through this monkey rap. DK, Donkey Kong. He is the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail.
Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Here's coconut guns. They fire in spurts. If it hits y'all, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger,
Yeah,
faster,
exactly. The melee
and
version.
stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew.
Primal must be stopped.
DK Donkey Kong.
That was ever our. The sea is
We need a chat redeem to make me sing the entire DK rap at a moment's notice. I'm planning on doing the DK rap at my 200 follower special, which I have to send myself a note on so I don't forget. I'll do the whole DK rap.
May as well.
The company of heroes defeated
Like,
Leviathan.
Add those monkey
karaoke
noises?
or just raw with no music.
We must needs contend with him upon the open
oh.
sea. It will avail us little to consult past
Ooh,
experience.
that's a good question. The monkey noises really bring in the emphasis of the lore behind the lyrics, but if I do it with no music, I'm just saying the DK rap backwards.
Speak freely, Marshal.
He has no style. He has no race. Has no race. Has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. This monkey is a fucking disgrace.
All these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies
I
in
like
disarming
lanky
our
posting.
foe.
That's one of the old internet memes I
Is what
miss.
the company of
We need
heroes
more
achieve
lanky
with their
posting.
rules. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold
Then
upon the
there's
element
Chunky.
of water?
He's dead.
I have heard. If
Chunky's
mounted upon a
dead?
ship, such a
You haven't
device
seen
might
that?
be used
No.
to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force
Chunky
of the
Kong-
sea
who's
to
Chunky
bear
Kong?
against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Is this from that
Let me
TV
find
show
it.
where they had DK go,
Of
I'll
course,
shower
Sid
you
built
in
a similar device to
coconut
grant
cream
the Enterprise safe passage
pies?
through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where
He's
it's
a hell
due,
of a guy.
this
I need
is
some
something
DK
I
rap
heard from an old
backwards.
arcanist friend of mine.
It
I don't
makes
know
little
it
difference
forwards
who
all the
thought of it
way.
First, so long as it works.
There we go. I
Beg
put it
the
in Meme
specifications
React
of
stream.
this device.
Oh, then I won't touch it then. Should I take 5
But
minutes
before we proceed
and just
any
go
further,
through the DK
I would
rap real
voice
quick?
piercing
Save it for the. Save it for the 200.
I should just save it. I should just save it.
In
As much
matter,
as I
the
want to right
question
now, I
being,
should just save it.
Do
Do?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mist.
I'm thinking about that. Like and the last verse of the DK rap in the game and the GameCube version is like
to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick.
like it's like really low.
No,
and
yeah,
goofy.
the Melee version is fucking amazing.
The Melee version has a lot of style.
Mistbeard did this?
It does.
Truly,
And
Marshal.
grace, you
Upon
could
the
say.
subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Has style. He has grace.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters,
This
the device
Kong
will need
has
to be in
a
close
face.
and constant proximity to the target.
If I can sentence mix myself
we must
live
lash
on
our
stream,
twin
I
vessel
would
to
never
Leviathan.
ever need to play a video game.
This in itself will be no small feat.
I would
Speed will be
love to
required,
YouTube
but
poop
given
myself
the weight of the
live.
cargo, that will
Wow.
only be attainable with the aid of a towing
Wow.
vessel.
Wow, live. If I should make a YouTube poop live on stream. I'll find something to poop and I'll make it. It won't be good, but it'll be.
And I would not ask it of another. I volunteer.
Because YouTube poops
myself.
only get good when the person has made them for a long time.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse.
I mean, there's always the easiest stuff.
Very well.
Sass.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay.
Morabee Bay. Arr,
Give
my name is
priority
Myrtle.
to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
What was that?
Grizzle.
Storm Marshal Sandwichard.
Fred. Grizzle, thank you for tuning into the Sandwichard Experience, my friend. How the hell are you?
At once, Admiral.
My friend Drizzle. Drizzle, how was your stream tonight? I'm assuming you're finished. How was Miles Morales? Did you finish it yet? How's that web swinging
And
feeling?
then
It's
there is
fucking
the small
awesome, right?
matter of slaying the
Right.
beast. The fate of Lim Solo Minsa rests upon your shoulders.
Also, you
once
should have a
again.
sandwich next to your name now,
You're
too.
well, warrior of light.
If you type something. We were just talking about how I can sentence mix myself
sideways!
halfway through. Okay. VIP. Grizzle's my VIP, baby. You're loving it? I'm glad. That swinging feels so fucking good. It's only going to get better as time continues to go on, too. Like, they're going to have to implement and iterate and do different things with it. Like, they'll do different things with the zip. They'll do whatever for the second game. Like, it's going to feel so good to play that video game and just swing around the city. I did enough of that in the first one, just to do it, because it felt so good to do. They had a really hard time making a good web swinging feeling since Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Personally, I think the GameCube one felt the best out of all three of those, which is very weird. But this is really fucking good web swinging. They nailed it. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Drizzle. I'm talking about if I could turn myself into a YouTube poop.
I think I might play Spider-Man for the PS2 next.
I don't know why that TTS'd. You should play Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 next. Actually, what you should do is you should play Spider-Man 1 for the PS2, the original movie 1, and play through the game as the Green Goblin. Put in the code to play through the game as the Green Goblin.
Wait, really?
It's really fun. You get the glider
That
instead
sounds
of web
awesome.
swinging, and like you even have like a thruster mode. You get different pumpkin bombs. One's homing, one
I
does like
loved it.
a big like
I remember.
cluster bombs. Like it's really good. That game rocks, and it has a real combo system. Like not like heavy character action nonsense, but like XXY and YXYY and different things did different moves. Like, it's really cool. Why your text-to-speech? It depends on what you're writing. I broke your text-to-speech. So I gotta fix that real quick. Try again. Something.
I am Drizzle, haha, I love streaming.
That's what you sound like. Ha 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 ha. Who loves streaming? I can't even be mean with a... I don't have a mean bone in my body. Oh, somebody just kicked down the door. It's a man in a fireman outfit. I'm watching a cutscene. Do not.
I've returned.
Don't what, bro? You good homie.
What quest are you on, buddy?
My name is
Buddy?
Drizzle. Hey, yeah, I'm good. My name is Drizzle and I am here to say, I am the drizzlest guy in the USA.
You are. You're the drizzlest guy in the USA. Play that Spider-Man game. Play Spider-Man 1 and then Spider-Man 2, so you get the plots that intermingle. Don't intermingle, it's fine. You also get that sweet Bruce Campbell narrator action. I'm gonna wait for you because I gotta wait for my wife. Then I have to go to the Storm Private at the Grey Fleet.
Ooh, don't storm the private.
I won't.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to speak with them.
No. Limsa.
Linda Laminsa.
Just names our next child Limsa.
Why? Why Limsa? Why Limsa? No yelling, Charlie. Not in the house. Use your inside voice.
Use your inside.
Use your inside voice.
I'll just skip the cutscene, I guess.
Oh no.
Gilgamesh.
Oh. I gotta put Gilgamesh on my channel, boys. I keep saying it and I keep forgetting. I gotta put
Anytime you
Gilgamesh
say
on
something that sounds relatively similar to Gilgamesh, I'm just gonna... Every time. Manga! Anime!
I love sushi.
Gilgamesh.
I
The banana story? Ryu, you're gonna get me to do the banana story right now? Hang
The
on.
tea ceremonies.
J-Rock!
Yeah.
Gilgamesh!
I love anime.
Which Aetherite was closest to...
Love Japan, period.
The tea ceremonies.
J-Rock!
Gilgamesh!
I love anime.
And manga! And gaming! DDR. Smile DK. Hey, Sakura-kan Ikima!
Don't just talk about it. Check out Sakura-kan. April.
Anyway, you have the banana story? Fuck. Okay, give me a second. I'll get the banana story up.
No one's ever redeemed the banana story.
I have had 5 people redeem the banana story so far. Are you gonna take a break so that you don't have to listen to me tell the banana story? "99% of exported bananas are a variety called the Cavendish. But as you know, that I need to put the price for this up then.
There we go.
This is going on TikTok. It doesn't show up on the green screen very well.
Gotta sit back further. Here, I'll cue you up. Hang on.
I gotta get my
and then we do get my dance through there, and the chick that's slipping on my head. So, I gotta put my head down after.
Am I good? I've gotten this figured out. We're good. Here's the banana costume. 99% of exported bananas are a variety called the Cavendish. But as you know, that is not what banana candy tastes like. Hang on, maybe I gotta turn off my filter thing for that. Hang on. For this one, here we go.
Can't hear you.
I muted myself because he was being loud.
Oh.
Audio. There we go.
There we go.
Close the door.
Why?
I'm banana.
Close the door? Oh. The door's in the shot?
Hang on. Cover the cam for a sec so they don't see it.
Charlie, what? No. Get your rainbow. Get it.
99% of exported bananas are a variety called the Cavendish. But as you know, that's not what banana candy tastes like. The Gros Michel used to be the top dog in the banana world, but after getting hit by a strain of the Panama disease, the majority of the plant's population was nearly wiped out. The Cavendish took its place in the market, but it's a lot less susceptible to disease and it's easier to produce, but they are all genetically identical. More on that one later. So the Big Michael entered the historical record in the 1930s when a French planter, Jean Puyot, noticed the plant growing on the Caribbean island of Martinique. Locally, it became known as the Martinique banana or the Puyat banana, and it was spread through the Caribbean and beyond. In the 1890s, it was cultivated all along the Caribbean coast of Central America. And by the turn of the 20th century, the Gros Michel made up the bulk of the exports to the United States. The success of the Gros Michel mainly reflected on the entrance of traders who liked its big bunch, bruise-resistant peel, and ability to withstand the long journey from farm to market. The first losses soon followed after the Fusarium wilt, or the Panama disease, was reported in Panama and Costa Rica by the 1890s. And as the disease spread through Central America, aided by growers unwittingly using infected planting material, only the availability of vast areas of virgin land prevented an early collapse of the industry. The opening of new land to make up for the abandoned plantations, estimated at over 40,000 hectares, allowed production to keep ahead of the disease. But as the uninfected and inaccessible land became increasingly rare in the mid-1950s, production costs in Central America soared. To compete with the cheap Gros Michel from Ecuador, the infested soils of Central America were planted with the resistant Cavendish cultivars.
The Gros Michel had not completely disappeared, however. It is still grown by smallholder farmers in backyard gardens with mixed cropping systems. It isn't completely dead, but it should be, and it's not, and that is the sign of a quality banana. But a scientist said, wait, what if we could make banana candy? Tastes like banana, without banana tasting like banana without using banana. And another scientist said, by Jove, you've got it. And the first scientist said, don't call me Jove, please. So much like how Sunny D tastes like oranges, but has 0 oranges in it. Science pulled the chemical that makes things taste like banana from the Gros Michel and synthesized it, which is why banana candy does not taste like bananas that you can get in your grocery store. Thank you for redeeming the bananas, Starry Rio! Bananas! I love this story. My wife hates this story. That's why I tell it. 'Cause you always do that stuff with the people you love. Now we remove that redeem? No way.
Increase the price.
Take my diss off. No, I think I'm gonna have to raise the price if I gotta keep wearing the banana.
You know, you should just have a redeem where it's just like it's bits where it's just like playing the banana outfit. Like, you know how you have to do with the goggle?
It's like a little bottom piece.
It's got a little penis.
It's got your bananiness.
Bananas.
Bananas.
That gross Michael.
The gross Michael. Oh shit. Thank you, Ryu, for that. I hope you enjoyed that.
Welcome to the key!
I'm sliding over cars while I shoot. I think that I'm so cool. But bitch, I'm Bobby with that tool.
Boy, oh boy, we have the most wonderful, fantastic stream for you tonight.
My mic is very much picking you up now.
That's fine.
I was laughing. I was crying. It was very good. It was
You
very
wouldn't
good.
wait long enough for me to get your nanner outfit.
I had to get your nanner.
Banana.
Thank you for redeeming the banana outfit. I'm gonna have to go and figure out what I want to do with that in the future. But if that was worth that, you thought that was funny?
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
You put the ass in potassium.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
You put the banana in me. What?
Other way around.
I put the banana in you? I wouldn't do that with a banana.
The banana in me believes in the banana in you.
Team Die Banana. Who
Max
the hell do you think
Revo,
we are?
baby.
Where is this?
Up your butt.
Where is this place? Oh, it's
Come where I
connected to
am.
the Moravi Dry Docks. Again. Thank you for the Max Rebo as well, Balrog. Balrog. Thank you for joining our company. If you'd like to come play with us at some point, at any point during the series that we're doing here through Final Fantasy XIV, come hang out in the Discord.
Why
I'll
not
just hit a
go
link
write something
in the
outlandish
socials.
on Mr. Sandwichard's
Mr. Sandwichard
stream
Network.
tweet?
Employee
Or
of our
join the
company.
Discord and see
We
what else the
guarantee that you
Sandwichard
will not be
experience
paid.
has to offer.
You'll have a probably a bad time,
Whoa, hey.
and there'll never be room in the company chest.
And?
Oh, you should still join because it is named after deli meat.
It's called Dravanian Deli Meats is our thing. We have rank 7. I don't know if that's good. The only reason you didn't tonight is you're cyberpunking for most of it. Did you beat Cyberpunk today, Balrog? You logged in run a trust? I don't know what a trust is. Explain to me what a trust is. Mod, what's a trust? Finish all gigs and side quests. You're just doing every other bit of content you can. You better save it for when you need to get to level 100 next year. And Dawn Treader comes out. Which is not what it's called. What's it called? on trail, maybe? I'm not even at the place I need to be. Unless they're dungeon runs with NPCs. Oh, you do them alone. I guess.
Watermelon. Oh, I just realized this guy was wearing a diaper.
You did a roulette this time,
Wait,
but you
what?
usually try to do a trust because they're post 70, the NPCs level up. Ooh. Better NPCs. Who's wearing a diaper?
Green man. You'll get to him soon.
Storm Private?
Not him, but yes, that guy. Cowboy in leopard
Trouchums?
print.
Trachums? It's a long,
that
tedious
fucker.
grind. I want my buddies to have fancy outfits that they get for leveling up. I get you. You want your NPCs to look good.
I hate that man.
Oh,
That looked like the diaper crotch going on.
wait. Isn't
It's
this...
a subligar.
I was gonna say, isn't this the subligar? I already made fun of it and you yelled at me.
Leviathan.
Subligar rite of passage. Look at this man's just dongus.
Chungus.
He's just showing it off. He's doing Hildebrand stuff. That was a Hildebrand pose.
Might as well be Hildebrand.
I used to have that cheek paint with a little chocobo. My sweet sideburns covered up after you fainted. Aw, that's a little baby. The little baby. Ratchet. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm a coward. I'm a chocobo dung. Wait, why? I was gonna say, hold on, wait, are there maggots in chocobo dung to start? No, they would have to get in there. I didn't felt Leviathan. I thought you said that for no reason.
No!
Leviathan. My name is Wilford Brimley. I have diabetes. Diabetes is a serious condition that we need to all take seriously.
Uh-huh.
Leviathan. Ooh, he called him a horse. And he made handled chocobo dung.
Wow.
Richard, this is Minphilia. Did you throw chocobo dung at him? Oofa doofa. I looked at that man's crotch for too long.
You just left, Richard.
I need to go look at the dodo for a little while.
Why? Why?
Felt better. Alright, let's go.
Okay, we gotta go to the docks.
The docks.
I'm just gonna teleport there. Take my teleport.
I'll take a free teleport no matter what. You don't want to walk 2 seconds?
No. At least I'm honest.
Or are you gonna beat Cyberpunk tonight? As if you don't. I mean, even if you try to, it's like 11:44 Eastern. If you're in the same time zone, which I don't remember if you are, off the top of my head. If you don't, you're gonna spend the rest of the night playing that secret ending. It's a toughie. She's a toughie. The Whirl Leader.
Don't call her that.
That's what
Just because someone calls someone a bitch doesn't mean you get to also call them a bitch. Do other people get to call me their wife?
No.
Yeah, so don't call other people their a whore leader.
World leader.
Whore leader.
She's been fitted with her friends at Naldic.
Nice.
I knew a guy named Naldic once.
Did you?
No.
I knew a guy named Hardick.
I knew a guy named Richard.
Unfortunate name.
Yeah, I know. There's several people named Richard.
Why is that? Why is the nickname for Richard Dick?
I don't know. Do you know Richard?
How do you get Dick from Richard?
Yeah.
You asked
You asked
nicely.
nicely.
Haha, overdone joke.
It's the only one we have. The War Leader Hard is now accessible.
I was just about to say that. Are we gonna do the war leader?
Hard?
We're gonna do it? Is Balrog coming?
Balrog, are you gonna join the War Leader?
Balrog, are you coming?
I don't like how you asked that.
It's because
I'm not sure how I feel about how you asked that.
the only reason you feel that way is because of that one time.
Is that one time? It's your fault.
I can't ask people if they're coming anymore.
You can't. It's not allowed. No, we can run it 3. I'll play healer.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
You absolutely won't.
I would try if I had one.
Why not? Why not do it synced?
True.
It is a cool fight.
Just steamroll it?
No, let's not steamroller. Let's do it synced. Legit.
Do it normie.
Okay.
Yeah.
War Leader Hard. Only party leader may register for duty.
I've never done this before. Do I select it and then
You
press
have to click
join?
it and then press join. Because that allows you to select a bunch of them and hit join, and you get put into a fill where you have to go for them, and it puts you in a rotation. If you select all of them or multiple.
I see.
I assume that's how that works, right?
Probably.
I'm learning.
I'm learning. That was very fast, actually. Is this popular?
Yeah, I queued as healer. So.
Oh. We're on a pirate ship. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue and say that you live on a pirate ship.
No.
I live on a pirate ship. I live on a pirate ship. Oh no. I live on a pile of shit.
Bubbles.
Balls, actually.
Bubbles.
They're orbs, actually.
Bubbles.
He missed. He missed entirely. Oh, we're gonna wreck this scrum. He should have took us out when he had the chance. He should have turned us into stew. He should have made me mince meat, but he missed every shot. And now I'm gonna get my revenge.
Revengy.
I like how they just towed a platform out into the middle of the ocean so you can fight Leviathan with your spear.
Yeah.
Is whore leader.
Oh, they're doing Jaws.
at him go.
Look at him go.
Look at his little neck ball sack.
Oh, that's the vulnerable part. Are we ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Is there anything I need to know about this fight?
Not really. In this version, the railings don't go away, so you can't get knocked into the sea.
That's good for Richard.
Yeah. In Extreme, there's no railings, so.
Oh Jesus!
If you fall off.
So you gotta watch your arms length all the time.
You can't arm's length it. You have to just be paying attention to the mechanic.
Jeez.
Oh, since you're Bard, you need to attack the tail.
Oh.
Does that make a difference?
The head reflects physical ranged attacks, and the tail reflects magic.
Oh, I should be attacking the tail instead.
I know you're melee. It doesn't matter for melee.
Oh, okay.
It literally only affects mages and ranged physical DPS.
I don't like that.
How do you figure that stuff out?
You look at his buff.
Okay.
The tail buff has Mantle of the World, reflects magic, etc.
But that's if you know what that means, yeah. I don't know what any of these buffs and things mean yet.
Destroy the hordes.
I'm fighting Leviathan. Leave me alone. You disengaged, motherfucker. Oh. Oh, was that it? Bro, we got you more than halfway down on your health already. Like,
What's this music?
Leviathan theme.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
all the music in here after a certain point has definitely been really good. I mentioned it before, but I accidentally got spoiled on the fight for To the Edge, but I'm very excited to get there when we get there.
Which fight?
I don't think I spoiled it to
Oh, okay.
But it's To the Edge, it's in Shadowbringers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I remember, yeah.
Boss down. First try.
Good job.
Hooray.
Meet the water snake.
We killed them. Player commendations. Do I not get anything for it?
No. There's only loot for the extreme version.
Wasn't very hard.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Why did you say it was hard?
So I guess it means the healers need to know how to heal a little better.
It's literally just because of the... So in like Realm Reborn, you fight the primals like throughout the story before you hit level 50.
Right.
And then at level 50, there's a hard version.
Okay.
It's like the fight again, but it's different, and you have to be max level for it.
Leviathan didn't have...
So they didn't... For all of the level 50 primals that you fight then, they just called it hard just because it's the same... It's supposed to be the same level as the hard fights.
Right. Okay.
And then extreme is the actual difficult version of the fight.
Where you can fall off at any time.
Yeah. If you're not paying attention.
How do you know which side to run to?
He shoots up a water spout before he's about to surface, and you have to run away from the water spout because
What's
he's
the
about
opposite
to slam
side?
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
On behalf of my people,
I didn't know that. I got hit by
give you
butt
my
both times.
humblest thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marwood. My Power Rangers outfit.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have
His
been,
meat?
'tis clear he was a resourceful soul.
His
Would
meat?
that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the four.
And I will see to it that... Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity.
Oh.
Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own.
Just no.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own.
Reaching my nonsense? I don't know what you're talking about.
But you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What
I
can
don't know
I
what
say?
nonsense you mean, dude.
I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may.
You stole her! You jest!
You stole her!
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan,
Linda
or
Lominsa.
taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia,
What if I just stream like this?
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
You laughing at me?
Earlier in the stream, Ender was in your chat and typed to shout you out in your chat instead of doing it in my chat.
But then the only reason I realized that it wasn't Richard's stream is that it was like, you don't have mod privileges, and I was like, wait. I was like, I look over at him, I'm like, I'm not a mod? It's like, oh, shit, and I immediately closed the tab. I was embarrassed. I didn't even want to hear you be like, I'm sorry, what the hell? I couldn't even take it. I was just, you know, I was just too embarrassed.
I don't think you even noticed.
We turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until
I don't
such time as
care.
we can do more.
I didn't want to be there to
pledge
witness
send
his
provisions.
response.
Oh,
No!
Lord Admiral. I
You did.
realize that it scarce
Of course he
qualifies as
did.
repayment.
Of course.
But if it please you, I shall
Drizzle
settle
sharp
by
as attack.
sharing my martial knowledge
What?
with your people.
Drizzle sharp as attack.
Just give me mod privileges so I don't embarrass myself.
Just shout out Drizzle by accident.
In his own stream.
I've done that before.
You
I don't
wish
have
to
mod
word it
privileges in Drizzle's stream anymore, but you said you can't do that, but I appreciate the thought. Very cool.
The better.
Yeah, well, I did not stay long enough for even to get a response.
It's very funny.
I was just like, I yeeted myself out of there.
It's very
I was just
funny.
so embarrassed.
Summoning their god over a territorial.
Territorial.
It may be that the Sahagin
You wish to word in
initiated this
private.
particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
You can do that. You can't do that.
Why are you upside down, Richard?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you upside down?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am aware
Why are you
that
sitting on the
man bears
ceiling?
part of the blame
I'm
for the
sitting in my chair.
Primal's existence.
Why are you sitting on the
Nor
ceiling
am
in
I
your chair?
ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for
I'm not. I'm on
They
the floor.
sought to
You're
secure
looking
a
at me.
place to
We're on
breed
ground.
and
We're on eye level
multiply
right
their
now.
kind might
Yeah, you're
survive.
pointing. I'm on my screen.
Self-preservation,
Yeah.
as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they.
Soon you're not
If
going to be
our
on
own
your stream.
survival is threatened.
Chairs on the ceiling? I don't know what you're talking about.
And welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so
Ooh.
as you might live.
That one just
If living
missed.
is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men
Does it
or
always?
beastmen.
Does it randomly choose a spot on the screen?
No, it's always the same spot.
I'll
So
not
on the
deny your
edge.
reasoning, but when a storm
What's
gathers,
the
it falls
thwomp?
to me to see my people safely through.
We're echoing attack because I'm coming in through Kendra's mic too.
And I shall.
It's fine. I never mind when this happens.
Unless you mean with the echo, because I can echo like this all day long.
But know that it will lead to
Can't
no.
We're trying to figure out a new setup, and which essentially means I'm going to be moving into the bedroom.
I didn't decide that. You said you were going to do that. Plus, you said you wanted to do that because that's the only room that has air conditioning.
Exactly.
I don't want you to leave
So
this
my
room.
microphone might pick up the air conditioner.
With NVIDIA broadcast, it'll cut the background noise out. It does with the fans and the other stuff. I'm fine.
Though it be a fancy of his own making.
Okay. Well,
in this, mayhap the Garleans
Well, then we can
Redomans
stream on the
are
same
not
days,
so
and then I could never get yelled at.
Oh, no,
Oh.
we know the echo's there. I'm the most hyper aware of it.
Has become
Yeah,
as a
I don't
raging
mind
sea.
because I know it's just
We
a
are to keep our heads above the waves.
it's a facet of streaming in the same room. I understand. I never mind it.
The only thing that will be annoying is when I start streaming, and if I stay in the room, is because I will have my PNG tuber, which will react to Richard's voice too.
You don't know that.
Yeah, it will. It depends on the sensitivity that I put it at, but
I don't think I'll come through the walls and stuff that loud.
no. I'm saying if I was in the same room,
Oh.
my PNG tuber would not stop talking. I'd just be like blinking and blah 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 when I'm not even talking.
You should give me one. Just put
What?
I'm in a Discord call with you the whole time. But I'm turned real low on your end. But if you hear me come through the microphone in the background, you change the frequency of it lighting up to match when it should be coming on Discord with me in the background. So I just light up tiny and I shake or whatever.
You lost me.
You do a reactive through Discord, but you time it with me coming through your microphone so that it'll react.
I don't know how to
But
do
it'll
that.
react. I can tell you how to do that. I can teach you how to do that. It would just be another overlay, and then you would time the overlay to be different. I do that with all my stuff. On my stream, my stuff has to be set with a 300 millisecond delay. So that matches the speed of this microphone, because it is passing through a couple different apps in order to get to here. So it, it's got them. It's got a processing delay.
Why is there fireworks in the distance?
In our video game or in our real life?
Yeah, no, in the video game. Is there usually fireworks in Limsa?
No, it's because of the summer event.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
You can go stand over there for a bit.
Maybe. I'm going to talk to the inconspicuous man.
Is he inconspicuous?
No. You're looking at the fireworks without me.
Sorry, I was looking at the fireworks with you.
Without me?
No, yeah, Drizzle, it's not a problem. I would not freak out at somebody over a technical issue I didn't know. But if you didn't tell me, that's fine. I'll figure it out. And then I'll just cry later. I know that this is all trials and tribulations. I know this is like just foibles upon foibles sometimes. Like, I get it. I'm gonna have days where my audio's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna have days where my video's not gonna be on or perfect. I'm going to have days where I'm gonna look like a drowned rat. There are gonna be days where I am not gonna be as fun or interesting or talkative or alive, and I get that. This is a life thing. It is progress. It is moving forward. There will be good days and bad days. Streaming is an expression of yourself, an exposure of yourself. It's very special.
The best view is at the anchor yard, by the way. On the upper deck.
You'll see the good days, you'll see the bad days when I'm streaming.
I am right there right now. If you want to come to me.
You'll see
Okay,
you'll see the slow
cutscene.
days, you'll see the fast days. You'll play games with me, and maybe sometimes you won't. I'll give you speeches when I am upside down. I'll give you speeches when I'm sideways on the ceiling. Oh, hold on. I just went into the stratosphere. This is the way the rotation works right now for some reason. Okay, bye.
Okay. Looking for your blue dot.
My pale blue dot.
No. Not yours. Wait, are you the upper decks? Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
But, you know, sometimes we're gonna have good days, sometimes we're gonna have bad days. We're just gonna have days here on Twitch. Like, it doesn't matter. We just gotta keep getting through it, one day at a time. We are. And we are. I was talking earlier, Drizzle, actually, talking about your incredible level of success so far,
So I found
and
you.
how I'm proud of you for it.
Yeah.
Keep going, dude. Impression. I want what you have. And the fact, the thing is, that you look up to me in my
I'm gonna
production,
look and then I'm gonna go
I
to
could say that I
bed.
want something you have.
There's a lot
Buddy,
of
that's
failures and
success.
Crunchy pickles.
Buddy, that's wonderful.
Did they leave?
Yeah, they just
It's really a
walked past
beautiful
you.
thing.
Oh.
You're doing a very good job.
Wait,
There's
it's
fireworks.
Hope you continue to be really
They're not
successful
playing.
like that. You're a great streamer.
Heck.
You're a great
The
streamer.
heck? They only play at certain times.
We're just doing our thing. We're just doing our thing. You're a great streamer. You're crushing it, dude.
That's annoying. Maybe they did it right at
You're
the
helping
hour.
people. You're teaching people. You're learning things.
Maybe.
You're learning things every day.
That would make sense.
Production's getting better. Bits are getting better. You're just doing it. People are
That's okay.
so much more interested in your stuff
Well,
because of how you present your stuff. You're doing a great job. I
I'm
hope
gonna
that
go
continues to
back
grow.
where the next quest
You
is.
deserve it. You're putting in so much work. Okay, go to the next. Go to the next quest.
No, I need to talk to you, Gary, or whatever.
Oh, I can wait a second. You, Gary was right there. Oh, we left it. We're all paid bots. Drizzle, they're not all paid bots. No, I know. I popped into your stream and you had like 30 people in there, and I'm like, look at this chat that's moving and doing this stuff. Look at this community that's loving this man over here. It's a ruse to impress me. Well, it's working. I don't like. It's not like you had anything to turn around, but like you've really turned out a quality product that people are enjoying,
All right.
dude.
I'm back at you, Gary. I am going
It is
to
impressive.
log out.
This is impressive. Talk to you, Gary, and then you're gonna log.
I didn't log out. I didn't talk to her, but I left myself there. So when I log back in, I'll be back there.
Did you already quit? Because I was gonna come find you.
Yeah. Yes, I already. It's where the inconspicuous man is.
I already talked to him.
You have to go back. That's where you, Gary, needs to is for the next thing.
I know. I have to get back
Anyways,
over there.
all right.
Going to
Good
bed
night,
here.
everyone.
Thank you for tuning into the Sandwichard experience and being a part of the Sandwichard experience, my dear. Goodbye, everybody. Oh,
I'm
I
going to bed too.
do need to head out in a second. You're going to bed, Mog. Thank you for also playing with us tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's great to have you. You
We
helped us.
fought a snake.
You fought a water snake.
Yeah.
Well, because you brought it up, I'll say it's a personal goal for a bit to break 30, and it's for focus ladies. Tonight felt good. You should feel good. You should feel good, dude. Like, I guess I could move into my post stream and talk about some of this stuff. I have been. I've been wondering how I can up my game on a couple things and do a couple things. So I'm looking at what you're doing and it's fantastic. Like, I have. This music doesn't fit the tone of what I want to talk about. I have this want in my head, right? I want to do my 200 follower stream, which I still haven't done, even though I'm at 240. You haven't followed yet. We get to 250 before my 200 follower stream. I'll eat a sandwich live on stream. But I'm worried about getting it done because I know my audience will come out and support me. I've talked about this a couple times now. I know my audience will come out and support me. Everybody's been wonderful. Everybody's been fantastic coming in and hanging out and watching and doing this stuff. But for whatever reason, I feel like I'm not able to carry an entire show by myself if I'm going to be doing karaoke and I'm going to be doing meme reviews and I'm going to be talking about like stuff. Like I have what do I got? I'm going to do the DK rap. I'll do the DK rap live. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll run through it more than once. Maybe I'll do multiple versions of the DK rap because there are multiple versions of the DK rap. Which I think is funny if I do 2 different versions of the DK rap at 2 different points of the day so that like multiple people can catch it. And that's the thing. I want to have a poppin' environment where I have people in chat and doing this stuff. But my brain is telling me that I'm not going to have that and it sucks. I can't stop myself from thinking that way, but like I want to do music. I want to show clips. I want to rank. I have a list of 40 sandwiches I wanted to go and go through and talk about and rank. And if I don't know what a sandwich is, you can shame me and we can try and figure out what it is together and we can talk about it and imagine what it would be like in my mouth. We'll do meme reacts, we'll do stuff. I want to do this stream. I really want to do this stream, but I'm worried it's not going to take off. I'm worried that I'm not going to have people tuned in for it. I'm worried that I can't carry it on my own. And I want to be honest about this stuff because I need you to understand where I'm coming from by putting it off. I also had 200 and then got like 40 in like the last like little while. Like it's been wild. Like the growth has been happening. You reach a point and then you keep going. Like, but I want, if I had a more active chat, it's not to blame my chat because people come in and out and they hang out and they lurk and lurkers are the lifeblood of Twitch. But I wish I had a as busy chat as you do recently. It's been very nice to see you have one. And if I had that, I could really capture moments, I think. I could really make something fun and incredible with this gift that I've been trying to give to people with this experience, right? I don't think I could do a just chatting stream. Like Hobeard's stuff, when it isn't a video game, is chaotic and wild and people love it. And I think I could really get away with something, but I don't have all of that stuff planned to make like hours and hours of stuff get filled through pure chaos. I did my 420 stream and we watched YouTube videos and did a little green and played Among Us the rest of the night because that's what people in the community wanted, and it was fine. But like the Among Us carried most of the stream at that point. Like it wasn't just a stream about hanging out and doing stuff. Like it was an Among Us stream that had a 420 theme at the end of the day. Like, it wasn't a Sandwichard stream. Like, we did this stuff in the beginning, but besides that, like, it wasn't a Sandwichard stream, if you understand what I mean. I didn't have a lot of creative control over things that I was going to be doing after a certain point. It started fun, goofy, smoky, and then it went to just gameplay, where I was hanging out and doing stuff and listening to friends and talking to people and having the thing happen. Like, I can talk for hours about dumb bullshit. I really can. But I need somebody to bounce stuff off of. And a consistent response from people in chat is something that makes that a lot easier. And that's not putting the onus on chat. That's on me for not being a good enough broadcaster to carry a conversation with myself for hours and hours at a time. I'm doing it now, but I'm talking about I guess I'm talking about my feelings. So, you know, you don't have that confidence, Drizzle. I think you really could do it. I really think you could do it, dude. You're crushing it lately. I think you could unlock something and really get something done. I made this meme the other day. It's gigantic, as everything always is. Ground control to major ass. Put him in a little astronaut outfit. Hold on. Got the asset right here as well. This guy right here. He's jackass. Hey bud, what's up? Good dude? Okay. I don't know what that was about. Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. We are gonna go raid out, I think. Well, we'll figure it out. Drizzle, if you want to do a solo stream, if you want to figure out how to get some ideas rolling, if you want to figure out how you want to structure it, if you want to do that, I can talk shop. Like, it's just hard doing it for myself because I know where my strengths lie, but I know I want to bounce stuff off of other people and make it a more interesting and interactive experience for everybody involved, from myself to others to, you know, like other stuff. I want to carry a show on my own. I really think I can, but I know at the same time that if nobody showed up, it would crush me. And that's really hard to reckon with. I'm gonna have to do it anyway. Like, that's the nature of the beast. Like, if I gotta do it. Don't do it yet. I don't think that's. Don't put that pressure on yourself. It's not like I'm putting pressure on myself. Like, I'm thinking. I want to do it. I want to have fun. I have my Discord server where people are putting in the memes and they're excited about that. But like, I have it in my brain that nobody's gonna show up. And that's not correct. And I know that's not correct, but I have it in my brain that is gonna happen, and that's a Richard problem. So, we're gonna have to figure out what that means. I want to do it. Like, it's not putting undue pressure on myself. Like, expanding and figuring out my limits and knowing what I can and can't do. Every stream is practice, right? Every stream is a performance, but it's also practice. Like, it's not simply just executing 100% of the time. There's techniques and things you can attempt and things you can try and figure out. There's so much you can do per stream. Like, every stream is practice, but every night is the big game, right? Like, you want to put your 110% out there, but it's still all practice. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow's a stream too. This isn't your only thing. You're making your own schedule. You're doing it. Like, I want to have that growth. I want to do this stuff. I want to make sure that I can be a better broadcaster. And that's a really big part of it. I want to be a better broadcaster. I want to have a portfolio of really fun and interesting stuff that I've come up with myself or that I've had with interactions with the audience and with my chat and with people involved and seeing where things can go from that. Like, it's important to me. But it's in my brain that nobody's going to show up and I don't know why. It's a self-confidence issue, I guess, like at the end of the day. Am I confident in my stream enough to have a big fun thing that'll last hours and only really be starring myself? A one-man show. Well, what's really the difference? Because I do a one-man show a couple times a week. Like, I mean, I definitely used to as well. Like, I play some stuff with my wife and I play with other people. Like, my life is a constant one-man show. I'm pulling bits on myself and my wife and doing stuff all the time that doesn't make it to the stream because it just is in my head at the moment, because it's moment to moment. You're reactive. You're trying to build and do based on the stimulus that is put into your brain. Moment to moment. It's cerebral. And I think it's kind of beautiful. But it's hard. I gotta put together a song schedule. Like, I gotta put a list of songs that I want to play and have room for songs that I can put on there as well. If I want to do karaoke, which I want to do karaoke. I'm not a bad singer. I gotta warm up, but I'm not a bad singer. Like, I got plans. I want to do this stuff. I'm a performer. I have to do it. It's not like I have to, like, I'm making myself. I have to do it because if I don't, I can't stop me. I'm the only person that can stop me. I'm the only person holding me back. I gotta break the limits. I gotta put a little pressure on myself. I gotta carry my weight. I gotta see where things are gonna go. I have to push myself to be better. I've been pushing myself to be better. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying a lot in a lot of different ways. And it's hard. Of course it's hard changing and being better. Being a better broadcaster is important to me. Being a better person is important to me. And this stream has helped me be a better person by being a better broadcaster, because it's something that I want to be and it's something I want to do, and it's given me goals, it's given me ability to chase a dream, a mindset, and I appreciate every moment that people spend here on the Sandwichard experience. Like, honestly, I do. I really do. You guys are fantastic. You're the lifeblood of my show. I couldn't be doing this without you. And I don't want to blame anybody to be like, nobody's going to show up, because that's a Richard problem. And I want to make sure that that's clear. That's my doubt, my self-doubt. That is not a nobody's going to show up. This is chat needs to show up. I'm guilty. This is not what I'm trying to do there. I want to make sure that you understand it is not your fault if you do not show up. It is not your problem if you do not show up. This is just a Richard doubt. You get those sometimes. When you're trying to grow, you're trying to build, and you're trying to be better, you're going to doubt yourself. And getting past that doubt is the next step to getting better. At least if I can be transparent about feeling ways that I do, people can understand, and people can relate, and people can look at that and say that to themselves, maybe too. They're scared to do something, but maybe they should. Maybe they should. It's a very vulnerable platform. It is. I'm a vulnerable person now. I'm a very vulnerable person now. Like, I didn't think I would cry on stream. I do. And I have. Like, it's hard to put yourself out there because of what people can do. But from what I've seen and what I've had in this experience so far, I haven't had anybody be mean. I haven't had anybody be rude. I've had a very kind and loving and trusting community that's going to take what I'm putting in their faces and accept it because they think I'm fun and interesting, I guess. They like hanging out. I like hanging out too. My butt's okay. My butt's okay, dude. I appreciate you talking to me. Oh, that's my face. Aww. Now you've had somebody be mean. I haven't had somebody be mean. Like that. That's not something I'm complaining about. That's like a really blessed experience. I'm not going to use that word lightly. Like, I'm not a religious man, but to say that my experience on Twitch, besides some slow growth, has been blessed. I don't have problems. I don't have drama. I don't have things people are yelling at me. I don't have things people are trying to make me feel bad about. Like, everybody's been loving and kind and friendly. I've met wonderful people through this. I've had people give me some wonderful things through this. Some people send me things in the mail. I've had people give me gifts in games and through people like Shine teach me how to play games better. I've been going back through Fallout New Vegas, and it has been a lovingly queer journey with some wonderful stuff and some interesting characters, and me getting to talk about my experiences with the game has been making me love the game even more. And I don't mean to keep skipping it on the schedule. I didn't want to not be in the mindset for it the other night. I really want to play that game. I want to finish all of it. It's just long and a little daunting. And I'm waiting to get there. We're gonna get there. It'll be beautiful. It'll really be something.
Sir, someone has put on your
Steel, you scared the shit out of me.
We take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream, freeze it up, cool, you can see
This is the only time I've ever been jump scared on my channel so far. Congratulations. Holy shit. Steel, you damn near killed me. This is the first time I've ever actually been jump scared on this show. Fuck. You got me. You got me. You actually got me one time.
What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of
You actually
steel?
got me this time. Achievement unlocked. It's Scare. Scare Richard. You've done it. Put this in the clip show. Holy shit. Thank you for lightening the mood, Steel. I was talking about how it feels vulnerable to be putting yourself out there, and how hard it is to convince yourself that doing a 200 follower stream is a good thing. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It really will be. You know. This is coming at some point. Drizzle, make sure you get your daily bread, dude. You got there, homo. Homo? I was accused... Never mind. Actually, yeah, I don't know. My wife accused me being a chocolate chaser. I just have one handsome friend. That's it. That was it. It's fine. It's really funny. It's really funny. It's not true. Like, I'm not going to defend myself because it's not, like, overexposure and protesting is going to be whatever. Like, people could say whatever they want about my stream and my me. As long as they're not mean. As long as they're not mean. You can say anything about me. I'm not going to care. Just be nice. What a rule. Not gonna say anything about you, just be nice. Just be nice to people. I try to be really nice to people. I try not to talk shit about people directly on this show. I don't talk shit about people directly on this show. Like, Drizzle can even attest to me. Like, we've spoken. I'm not gonna say anything particular, but like if we've spoken about a particular person, like both of us are always prefacing it with like, this is not a mean thing. It's like if we're talking about a criticism of something that we've seen, of whatever, like we're never gonna be mean about it. We never want to be mean about things. It's very analytical and critical and really like also honestly wholesome in the way that we kind of look at how we want to grow our channels by comparing it to what others are doing. And I think it's really cool. Hello, my dear. But we're gonna raid out. I said that before. I don't know who to raid out to. Drizzle. What do you got? What do you got ideas on to go raid out? Hi, Kendra. Hi. I was from Steel. I give you that from Steel. Oh, I was gonna raid into your friend. I think they just went offline. Damn. Yeah, they left. Well, not. I was like, oh, they're alive. Maybe I could raid into them, and then they immediately went. Shadow Revan Knight, I've raided into him twice. I do know Shadow Revan Knight. I guess I don't know Shadow Revan Knight as well as I could. You can go say hi. Oh, okay, hold on. We're waiting. We're getting there. These sweet tracks. Sorry everybody here that is listening on the VOD and has less good music. Do I know Pierogi? Yeah, I know Pierogi. I've hung out with Pierogi a couple times. It was funny because Pierogi, she's gone. Pierogi was in the Bob Ross outfit a couple streams in a row, and that was the only ones I saw, and I had to wait like a week in order to see what Pierogi actually looked like. He rated it on the Bob Ross outfit. Yeah, see, look, you're giving me all the people that you like to go hang out with there, but you know, I know who we can raid out to. I know Panda. I introduced you to Panda. At least I think so. You give up? That's fine. We're raiding into that sandwich, dude. Go grab your sub, your messages. We're gonna raid into that sandwich, dude. Of course we're gonna raid into a sandwich. That's always gonna be how it's going. Thank you for tuning into the Sandwichard experience tonight. That didn't get me. Thank you for tuning into the Sandwichard experience tonight. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. I got to talk. I was gonna say talk shit about myself. I went to go. You guys let me talk about like feelings and stuff today, and I'm gonna get more into doing some stuff like that. Talking about my feelings about the show and seeing what you guys can offer and bounce off me, because I want to do more stuff that's gonna be big and interesting. So like, you know, we'll get there. Tomorrow we're playing Destiny 2 with Shine again. We're doing another run of Last Wish because I need to do a quest for it before the season ends. It's the last time I can run this quest for the end of the season because it's resetting on Tuesday, I believe. I was thinking about streaming Saturday, but I can't stream Saturday. I might do a mini stream on Sunday. We'll see how this goes. I have a concept for what it could be, but I'll let you people know. Thank you for tuning in. Go do my socials. Go follow my socials. Follow me on Twitter. Do the stuff you gotta do before you go. Go say hi to that sandwich dude for me. He's great. He's gonna do music. I'll see you guys later. Join the Discord if you want to play Forward Theater and talk about Destiny. I appreciate it. Bye. They're not. Now it's just us. Now it's just us here. I hope you're having a good night. If you're not, I hope it gets better very soon. Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on ya. Have a fantastic evening. Commit to the bit, and that bit will set you free. Good night, everybody.